We're alive!
Oh, okay. All right. Fuck. Way to cue me up, buddy. Welcome to the morning show. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We had a little technical glitchy poo. It's fine. It wasn't Poseidon's fault.
And George was sticking his shit.
And George refused to answer his call. He's like, no, I'm in Brassard. I can't talk. Welcome to the morning show. My name is Phil Balabanos. The morning show is a show that happens twice a week live on the YouTubes. We do the news. We talk nonsense. It's a little bit of lifestyle. It's a little bit of news. It's a little bit of everything. Coming at us from the South Shore, the mouthpiece of the South Piece. I don't know. George Sandrizos. George, good morning. And let me just tell people what it is that you do. And it's not very much, but what he does do is from the basement. George is coming to you live from the basement with 2 hit podcasts. Just Us Dads. A podcast by dads for dads about raising kids as a dad. None of that non-binary stuff. They're like, no, you're a he, smack. It's really fucking weird.
By the way, I thought you were going to say racist kids. I'm not raising kids. I don't know why.
Why would I say that?
I don't know why
George,
I thought you were going to say that.
Kids can't be racist. Kids are not racist.
I was born racist.
Nature versus nurture. The endless debate. George also has the Backstage podcast. The Backstage podcast is a podcast where George gets in touch with people in the public eye. Now he's talking to all these wannabe politicians. They're trying to politicize all the things that make your life, and they want your vote. Do you trust them? I don't know if you should. You should ask George. George's going to ask them not really hard-hitting questions, but questions, general questions about their everyday stuff, like what kind of sandwich do you have when you're being corrupt? And do you take money from the public coffer for your whores? Like, these are the kind of questions that George asks. They don't answer.
Of course you do.
So those are George's 2 podcasts. My name is Phil. Like I said, you can hit me up at balabanos.com if you need a movie or a video. I make videos, as Pantelis often calls them. They're fun. They're good to do. I just wrapped up on a masterclass. It's pretty awesome. And there'll be some interesting stuff coming in the Film My Whole Universe very soon. Just built the new set. Poseidon, the Poseidon 69 on every social media that ever existed except for Daily Motion.
That's a social media.
I mean, technically, you need an account and you share stuff. So isn't it social?
Every newspaper now you need an account. Like every
Daily
news
Motion
website.
wasn't a newspaper.
Daily Motion is a.
It's that stupid early 2000s video platform.
Isn't that with Ben Shapiro?
No.
That's the Daily Wire.
The Daily Wire, yeah.
Oh.
Imagine he's like, I've been on Daily Motion all day. I can't find Ben's videos. Where is he? I need him. And that's about it for the plugs. But like I said, the Poseidon 69, he's on Twitch. He's doing fun stuff. And good morning, George.
Also,
Tell us.
Don't forget, patreon.com/Pantelis. You get exclusive content.
How could they forget? I did forget. I forgot.
And you have a chance to win shit. And
you can get free t-shirts and prizes. And there's nonsense. Don't forget to head over to the Discord. Because now the Discord is like fucking on fire. There's all kinds of stuff going on in there. It's fun for me. I enjoy it. Yesterday we were talking in the Discord about Olga's masturbatory fantasies. It was interesting.
What?
Yeah, it was weird. She knows. She's ashamed of herself.
This is why I don't open Discord anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm still in there talking shit with you guys if you want. And today it seems like it's just us, but he may surprise us. He is a vedette absolue, so we don't know. Sometimes he shows up, sometimes he doesn't. But no, he's preparing some big things, so he couldn't be here right now. Our fearless leader, of course. But yeah, you guys know how to follow him. Big things, brah.
Big rings.
Jalai, George. Wagwan. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know, man.
You don't know Wagwan? That's your whole job here. You tell us Wagwan.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
That was awesome.
Man, I've been running around. Sorry, yeah.
George answering questions nobody asked.
I wasn't home. I got home literally like at 9:59.
Why? Where were you? Puri.
Been running around everywhere, and I have to be on a call like at 11.
George is a man of business also. I don't know if you guys know this. I won't plug his business because he's not paying.
Yeah.
But he's a man of business.
There's a lot of shit happening. I mean,
what's going on with you, man? Ella, come on, focus. Get with me here. You're killing me.
I'm just gonna hit this one right off the bat here because the biggest thing that happened in the last 24 hours. We're like 3 days away from the vote, and where everyone thought it's pretty much over now. Let's just wait until Monday, so that we can all go in and vote and all that stuff. Huge things happening within 24 hours. Alberta backtracks on everything they've been saying on COVID-19. They're imposing strict measures and they're adopting the vaccine passport. I mean, this is the biggest thing that's coming out of Alberta during this whole pandemic. I mean, we've been used to Alberta bashing Trudeau. Back in August, I know that Patty Hajdu, the health minister, came out criticizing
the official website
Alberta.
For the
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, this is what pops up.
What is this?
So this is the
This
website.
is the ad that's running on
the Canadian website on 338canada.com.
The official poll website, George, has like a. Can you screen share that so people can see?
Which website?
The 338 Canada, the poll, the official government site, or not government, but yeah, this is the ad running at the top of the page.
338 is Main Street.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I thought it was a
I thought you were on.
website.
Okay.
It made it that much funnier though.
They're so sneaky. They put the fave icon as a Canadian maple leaf there from the flag, and Poseidon is like, "Yo, this is official. The government loves that ass." Anyways, get that off the screen. Let's go back to George.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So huge things coming out of Alberta. Back in August, if you guys remember, they had lifted all measures. They're like, forget about this stuff. We're not,
Yeah, but they're drowning in cases, right?
What did you say?
They're like drowning in cases now. I haven't. That's what I read.
Crazy. This past week is unlike anything they've seen. And I remember back in August when the health minister sent out a letter officially to the Premier Jason Kenney, telling him that what you're doing is dangerous, and that you shouldn't be lifting all the measures. You should be following a little bit what the other provinces are doing and all that stuff. And he just blasted her. He's like, fuck this, sit where you are. We're not gonna take any lessons from you. Don't worry about it. We'll manage our own province the way we want. Anyways, they had taken this kind of left, whatever the fucking expression is.
What are you trying to say, George?
I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Turn.
They had taken this whole other route.
Yo, I'm convinced George went out this morning and banged some rails. Like, he's just all over the place.
They did a full 360, bro.
Yeah.
Out of left field. Is that what you're going to try to say?
Out of left field.
Yeah.
Exactly. So anyways, huge change. We're talking about days before the campaign, and all the eyes now are turned to Erin O'Toole, because Erin O'Toole was a guy that was from the very beginning in favor of Alberta's position. And because, we've spoken about it, Erin O'Toole, he's very much on the position that, listen, I respect individual choices. He's been drilled during this whole campaign on what his position is on mandatory vaccinations. And his line has been always, listen, I'm vaccinated. I support the vaccines. I think it's great, but we have to respect people's choices. And that has been his line. And that's why, since the beginning, he's been supportive of Alberta. Let's not forget that Alberta is essentially like 100% Republican.
What? There's been a coup.
Yeah, conservative. So there's a lot of support for Erin O'Toole coming out of Alberta.
Yeah.
So he hasn't really, been critical at all of anything that Jason Kenney has been doing. But now that everything has turned, Justin Trudeau automatically took that opportunity to lace a couple jabs a couple days right before the election. He's like, well, look, this is what's going on. Obviously, we're going to be there to support Alberta, whatever they need. They can rely on us. We'll send all the support that we can send to him. And oh yeah, by the way, this is exactly what will happen if Erin O'Toole comes to power. It was just such a hard line against O'Toole. But it's crazy. It just goes to show you once again that at any point in time, anything can just happen, right? In the campaign. It's not over until it's over. Let's wait and see how this translates in terms of the voter intentions. I don't know if the polls are still happening. I think a couple days before the election, there's a media blackout. So I don't know if we're going to actually see any polls.
3 days? No. There's going to be exit polls next, right? That's it.
What'd you say? Sorry?
The next polls are the exit polls. Is that what they're called? As people are leaving the ballot box?
Yeah, I'm saying like the polls that have been happening in for voter intention. Like the polls like Ecos, Main Street, all these polls. I think the last one I saw was the 15th. Nothing since. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, maybe it's a 5-day blackout. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly what it is. So I don't know how that will affect the vote on Monday. But for sure, guaranteed.
I mean, but it's a bad situation for the Conservatives, because if you think about it, the Liberals, their whole platform has been on, we're doing this for your own good, and if we don't, it's going to be dire straits. And everyone's like, yeah, okay, look at Texas. Texas is fine, right? Because that's always the example they use. To have like a contextual example of exactly what they've been saying happening. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I really don't know what's going on in Alberta.
No,
like,
but
I don't understand
right.
what happened.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
It's terrible. It's fucking damning for the Conservatives.
Everybody's been wondering, why the hell are you doing a campaign on the back of COVID, right? Why have you politicized COVID so much?
Because it's easy. It's easy to do. That's why.
It's easy. Of course it's easy. I mean, we've spoken about it. He drew a line in the sand and said, this is where we are. We want mandatory vaccinations. We want vaccination passports.
Trudeau.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he drew a line in the sand. He's like, look, I make a line in the sand, Dad. Look how pretty it is. It's a triangle.
He's been pressuring the other parties to take position. And yeah, you're right. You're absolutely 100% right. I mean, this plays really in his favor. Not so much for Alberta. Alberta electors, Alberta voters don't really give a shit. I mean, they're still going to vote for the Conservative Party. I mean, he's still going to get the support. But we're talking about across Canada. This really plays into his agenda. So we'll see. I mean,
it's not good. It's not good for the Conservative Party. It's not good for Alberta either. What's Jason Kenney saying? Is he saying this is what happened, or he's just freaking out?
Yeah, no, he actually came out and said, guys, we were wrong with the approach we took. I mean, this I haven't even seen, like, it's rare to even see a politician come out and say, guys, listen, what we said, we were completely wrong. I'm sorry. He apologized. He goes, we need to put in place strict measures. Our hospitals are loaded. We practically have no more capacity. And yeah, just 180 degree. Like,
I'm reading a headline here that says, once again, Premier Jason Kenney is late to the crisis and blames everyone and everything else for making it happen. The opposite of what you just said.
No. He said, there's a video going around that you're gonna see. You can see. He said, we were wrong, and I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm surprised. Like that's a big position, and I mean big in like that's big of him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also political suicide. Like he's done after the next election, unless he can turn around to come out and say I was wrong. And
I don't know when the next election is in Alberta, but. I don't know. I mean, there's always ways that he can, he can flip it around. I don't know about that, but I mean, you got to give it to the guy for acknowledging that he was wrong and that, now that he knows what he has to do, he's doing it. What's happening over there?
Did you mute her? Is that what happened?
Gulag.
What did she say that you gulagged her?
She called your espresso tiny coffee.
No, after that.
Oh no, that's why I put her in the gulag.
Because, Christine just thought I was a giant. I'm just like, no, I saw it. I made like a funny gesture, and then pants came at her. Or is that you?
Well, that's me.
Oh, it's you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just so everyone knows, that's not Pantelis answering in the chat.
Yeah.
That's this clown. Because even I was like, "Yo, Pantelis in the chat. What the fuck?" I'm such an idiot.
Oh yeah.
George. We got to stop doing the drugs in the morning.
Friday. It's Friday.
Then. How's the rest of that go?
I don't know.
You don't know the days of the week.
I don't know.
Then Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Isn't it like Friday, then Wednesday, then Tuesday?
George, next story.
All right. Yeah. Next. So yeah, speaking of what's happening in Alberta.
Yeah.
I told you guys that there was an article in the National Post. Again, just in less than a week before the campaign, everybody's noticing that Maxime Bernier and the People's Party of Canada have been rising in voter intention.
Can I stop you for 1 second, George?
Yeah.
What's the PPC's official slogan? Do you know?
It's just the letters PPC.
Not their logo, their slogan.
Oh, their slogan. I heard the logo. I don't know.
No, I was just wondering. In general, like, you know how they all have something? Like, I think the NDP is Forward Together.
Yeah. I don't know which letters. I have no idea.
I was just thinking it would be great if it was PPC, the People's Party of Canada, Maximum Burn. That'd be good, no?
Okay.
No? Okay, moving on.
Let's keep going here.
Yeah, wow, this is falling apart, huh?
Dude, from one guy to the other, man, just nonsense this morning.
I'm having a hard time because he's still laughing at his own nonsense. Like they called him a dictator in the chat now, and he's glowing. He's like, yes.
Just pay attention to the show, bro.
He's like, he's combing himself like King Jong-un. Go on.
Anyways, the numbers have been rising. I don't know if they've started rising now or if they've always been, and the pollsters were off in the beginning, or if it's because the PPC has been getting almost no media attention. Suddenly, the more right-wing media realizes that PPC is going up. They can very easily
split the
vote in certain tight areas, and allow the Liberals to win. And if that happens with only a couple of seats, that could be just enough for Justin Trudeau to win a minority government. So you have, like, in less than a week before the elections, articles coming out in certain media explaining that, there's a rise in support of the PPC, and explaining a whole strategic thing, and just highlighting the fact that Justin Trudeau will win a minority government if people vote for the PPC, just suddenly. So anyway,
that's always the problem with younger, newer parties, right? Like, it always happens. They're like, don't split your vote, don't split your vote. They can't run the country. So it never allows them a chance or an opportunity to actually organically grow. Yeah. It makes it basically a three-party system, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, again, I mean, I think it's just the circumstances around the campaign that have just made people choose the PPC, because they don't see any hope whatsoever in the Liberals and the Conservatives. I don't know from now until Monday what people are like. At the end of the day, it's those last seconds in the booth.
What do you mean that you don't know? Like, what are you trying to figure out?
I don't know exactly if the people that are supporting the PPC are actually going to vote for the PPC come on Monday. I mean, you can change you understand? You can change your mind last minute. So until the very last second in that voting booth, are you gonna say, fuck, okay, I'm voting PPC, or are you gonna say, shit, you know what, maybe I'm splitting the vote, I cannot have the Liberals anymore, let me just vote the Conservative Party, right? So
I was having this conversation this morning with my wife in the car.
Yeah.
Depending on what you think is important and how much you understand of how the economics of a country work, the Liberals are either doing the best job or the worst job. That's what it comes down to. Depending on basically how intelligent you are, they're either doing the best job or the worst job. Because I've heard people tell me, what are you talking about? They're aware of social issues. Justin Trudeau's aware of social issues. I'm like, okay. And you know, he understands women. I'm like, okay. And also,
that's because
what would you have done without the CERB those first 9 months? I'm like, the first 9 months when they shut us down? I mean, I don't know. Tell me. Like, so they're saying people needed that money. And I understand the Canadians needed the CERB and they needed these programs, right? I get it.
Well,
but at the same time, like, there was no foresight. Like, not foresight. There was no, foresight. They didn't think ahead at all.
Yeah, there's no plan.
There's no plan. It's just, here's money. Throw money.
No. And also, let's not forget, they shut down the economy. So had they not shut down the economy, they wouldn't have needed to give out all that money.
I mean, they only shut down the economy fully once. Fully. They only shut it down. The second time wasn't the same. But they only fully shut down everything one time.
What are you talking about? The second time, most of the businesses couldn't operate during the curfew and everything?
The businesses could operate during the curfew.
Takeout only. No. But
but that's not the entire economy. That's restaurants specifically. I mean, they only shut down everything. The entire economy once, and that first time, I mean, I'm okay. Like, I get it. Like, none of us knew what was happening, right?
Yeah. This is
everything that came after.
April,
but the restaurants was not Trudeau. That was the provincial government shut them down.
Yeah, it was. Well, most of the measures were done provincially, guys.
I mean, most. But at the same time, everyone just looks at the federal government and says, "Oh, they did all this," but really.
No,
provincial decisions.
And we're talking about this. Most of the measures have been taken.
On a provincial level.
Provincial level. Of course, there's recommendations coming from the federal government. They have, the national health advisors and all that stuff. They had joint meetings so that they can have a policy that is similar all across Canada. I mean, there was work being done.
Of course, yeah. And they're also the ones who did, like, if you want to talk about the federal government, they did the vaccine contracts, procurement of the vaccines.
Exactly.
Not telling anyone what they cost, which I still think is the craziest thing. I mean, I can't even imagine how we bought something with public funds, and when he was straight up asked, he basically said, no, I can't tell you that. I understand that it's a contract, but the contract was with me, with you, with him. Like, we should know what they cost.
Yeah, we should.
And he used the word transparency in his answer. I was like, come on, dude. Like, no one's accusing you of anything here. We're just asking, what do we pay for them? Did we get a good deal?
Look, eventually, it's gonna. I mean, it's almost impossible not to know, right? I mean, the public. I mean, how do you present a budget without showing where certain funds?
Emergency measures. They've been operating without any kind of oversight right now. They're just spending money.
Yeah.
After the election, when he's in power, he might tell us and be like, "Look, they were expensive. What are you gonna do, my buddy?" I mean, the guys in charge. You know, that's what's going to happen.
And still, we don't know. But to go back to what you're saying, and that's what's been very interesting this whole month. I mean, I've had, candidates from all parties. And for me, the most interesting thing was to see how their opinion kind of shifts, obviously because of their ideology, right? So when you're talking to liberals, you're hearing, "Oh, we saved the country. Our economy is the best in the G7. We got more money in people's pockets." Like you see this kind of discourse, and then you're talking to conservatives or anyone else from any other party, and they're like, they destroyed the country, the economy. So it's crazy. I mean, you're meeting people that, obviously they're supporting the liberals, so they're going to find the things that they associate with.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, yeah, but look what they did. I mean, it's good.
But that's the thing about elections in Canada. You have people like who you just described, and then you have this like older generation of I vote liberal, who don't.
That'll never change.
Who don't care what's happening. They're just going to vote liberal because. So
And
already they almost have a majority there.
No, because you have the same people in the conservatives that are always, I vote conservative. I don't care what's happening, and I don't care who the leader is.
That's true. And at the same time, let's be serious. Like I've been calling.
You have people camped in every party because of the ideology. But I would tell you that there is a huge portion of the population that normally every election votes according to the trends. And I'm convinced there is a silent majority that is not being reflected in the polls that we've been seeing. And we know from the very beginning that the PPC has been getting a lot of those numbers. From the very beginning, there were sources that were putting them anywhere between 6 to 8%. Meanwhile, they were only showed at around 3 to 5%. Now, somehow, the big numbers are coming out. It was interesting because Google did ran a poll on the trend, so they're evaluating the participants' trend of what party they want to vote for. And the party that has been destroying everyone else in the trends, the people that are what party, the people's intention to vote for a party and the trend of that kind of choice, the PPC has been first.
But and you got to take that into context and look at the factors of where it's being asked, who would potentially be answering these questions.
Exactly, but that's what it comes down to. Because let's agree that Google has a much bigger capacity to reach out to people than the pollsters have, even if it's online, right? Because
I don't really know that any of statistics are inherently very misleading. As useful as they are for some things, they're also extremely dangerous. Dangerous. I mean, dangerous is not the right word, but they're dangerous because it's really easy to misrepresent, even inadvertently, things through statistics because of your sample, where it's coming from, the source. So I don't really give a shit what the polls say. Personally, I don't think they mean anything.
Look, they're never accurate. Well, never accurate. I mean, that's why there's always a
margin of error. But what is it, 3 to 5%?
No, it's never that high. It's usually 2 to 3%.
I would assume that it's probably closer to 9% when you look at how elections turn out and you compare it to polls. I'm sure if we went back and we looked at we averaged out the last 3 polls before an election for the last 5 elections, it's probably much higher, the margin of error. I mean, it's a hypothesis. I don't know. I haven't done it, but I think I'd probably be right.
I mean, look, we'll see what the results on Monday, but I'm sure that if you Google search exactly what you're looking for, you're going to see that they haven't been that off in the last couple of years either. I mean, they're usually within the margin of error. But in any case, there is, I'm convinced, this silent majority that either has no idea who to vote for still, or that is going to be voting differently than what they voted for in 2019. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to come down to the wire. And also the other thing that we're forgetting is how many votes by mail have been sent in, and are we actually going to get a result on Monday? Because if you guys remember in the beginning of the campaign, they were preparing for at least 5 million ballots to be sent in by mail, and they thought for sure that they would need maybe 2 or 3 days past the actual election day to count all those ballots. So let's wait and see. Maybe we won't even have a result on Monday. So
you think?
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But it's also funny what you're mentioning about talking to people, because I've been speaking with certain people that are organizing and that are volunteering for the Liberals, and they too are, the messages they're getting on the ground. It's not like it was the previous years.
I mean, it's a different. It's a very different Canada that we're voting in today than it was in the last election. Like, there are way bigger issues.
Like,
we're not in good shape.
I'll just tell you who it is. I spoke with a couple of volunteers from Justin Trudeau's camp.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I know them. I mean, they were my volunteers. So
little man.
And I've been speaking to them the last week or so,
mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Listen, George, the Greeks and the Italians, we know exactly what they're. I mean, it shows. It's like, yay, Justin, which is obviously what we know." He goes, "The non-ethnics, it's been hostile a little bit on the ground,
Really?
So,
in that neighborhood, huh? In that riding? Who are the non-ethnics in that riding? I mean, they're mostly Quebecois students.
Anglos, the Anglophone-speaking people, the Francophone.
There's no Anglos in that riding, really.
Yeah, there is.
Non-ethnic Anglos in I don't know about that. Maybe a small percentage.
That's all you know, man. You have all these hipsters now that have come in, and you have a lot of French people, a lot of Francophones.
Yeah, there's a lot of Francophones, and there's a lot of like elder millennial like hipsters, like with young families.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're all gonna vote NDP.
I don't know about that. I mean, look, I don't think Justin has any risk of losing his own riding. I mean, I know a little bit about how that's the composition of that.
I would laugh so hard.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see those stats afterwards. Anyway, speaking of other elections, today officially is the first day of the municipal campaigns here in Quebec. So
yeah, I saw Denis' face on the posts. They're already up.
They put them up already. Yeah. So the campaign is officially launched. I'm hoping to do exactly what I did with the federal campaign with the municipal people. So I have a couple candidates lined up. I just need to start calling them. Interesting thing yesterday, I'm reading the news, and Denis Coderre with the candidate for the borough in Villeray Saint Michel Park Extension. They were campaigning in Saint Michel. At the
were they shot at?
time,
was there a drive-by?
There was a shooting yesterday.
I was just joking.
No, yeah. So, and they were like literally there, like 50 meters away. They were in some building, in some store or whatever they were.
Really?
And there was a shooting like just 2 minutes after they got in, or 2-3 minutes after they got in.
Wow. Was anyone killed?
No, there was a young, 22-year-old that was injured. I don't know how severe or serious they are.
That's terrible.
But talk about being at the wrong time, at the the wrong place, the wrong time, right? The guy
You're really struggling with expressions today, huh?
Yeah.
Talk about being in the left field at the wrong place. Oof. Fucking George.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty crazy. And the other thing, I mean, he's starting off the campaign because he was in that district, and I know exactly where he was. It's on Bellechasse, and that whole street has been turned almost into a bike path, and he promised to remove the bike path and turn it back into parking spaces. Yay, parking spaces! So I think he's taking a stance against all these environmentalists and that whole.
So he's anti-bike. So this is the municipal election in a nutshell.
I don't know if
Are
he's
you
an
pro-bike or anti-bike?
Fuck off. We need parking spaces.
He's right though. He's right about that. We do still need parking.
Of course he's right.
But it really feels like the entire municipal election is: do you want more bike lanes, or do you want not more bike lanes? Like, those are my options for the municipal election. Can I tell you something? I have never in my life. I'm 35 years old. I have never fucking voted in a municipal election.
Oh my God, why?
What a colossal waste of my fucking time. Honestly, what am I? Who am I voting? Mayors, representative, your borough mayors. It's just nonsense.
Here's the interesting thing about what you just said, because obviously you're not the only one. And when I'm comparing the different levels of government, obviously the federal campaign is the one that gets the most attention because it's across the country. You know, they deal with foreign affairs. But when it comes to actual services that affect you directly, the federal campaign is the furthest away from.
Of course, I absolutely agree with you, and I understand that on a municipal level,
provincial is exactly what deals with you.
Provincial is the most important election you can vote in my opinion.
And then municipal is the one. It's the front line. It's your direct services. It's your snow removal. It's your garbage. It's your.
So here's the thing, George. It doesn't make a difference who runs the city because there's so many. It's first of all, it's not as big as a province, obviously, and there are so many fonctionnaires that aside from every couple of years or generations, let's call it, where you get like an accidental mayor, like our mayor currently, who gets fucking elected on a weird platform of bicycles. It doesn't really make a difference because the city's gonna run itself. It's gonna be corrupt. They're gonna take money. The mob's gonna get a cut. Snow removal's gonna suck. It's always gonna be the same nonsense.
I don't know.
Political affiliations make no difference on a municipal level. Like I don't care if you're a communist, a leftist.
Yeah, no, that you're right.
Like it doesn't matter. So whatever.
There's no. I mean, look, Projet Montréal, Valérie Plante's party is almost, I would tell you, like maybe not entirely, but at least 95% Quebec solidaire. I mean,
no, that just means they're hippies. Right? That's all it means.
Yeah, I mean, so anyway, I just think when Kader announced that he was running again, I thought, look, this is going to be a great little battle. I mean, nobody knew Valérie Plante before, like you said, she was an accidental mayor, but
yes, she was. But she was definitely an accident.
She is. I mean, she can stand on her ground. I think it's.
But George, even this time, she just picks a thing and she runs on that platform. Like the first time, I was like, "We need more bike lanes and public transport." That was her passion at that point, right? Now she's running on a simple platform about penis passion, and like I think that's reflected in the way people see her.
I was expecting it somewhere.
Yeah, I was setting it up. Listen, man, I'm not a stand-up comic. I'm a fucking filmmaker. God damn it, Bones, I'm a doctor. Nobody.
But, I think it's going to be an interesting battle between the two of them. The thing that I'm wondering now, with all the attention that has been kind of shed on the federal campaign, are people still going to be interested in another election? So I'm just wondering if they're going to get people's kind of frustration after however many weeks of federal campaigning. Are people still?
There's too much going on, man. Like my daughter's 5 years old. She has no idea what democracy even is, right? She thinks we live in a kingdom and Trudeau's our king, which she's not that wrong right now, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Kids often say like very, very simple truths. They understand stuff that we don't see. So she's like, what are all these people's faces? I'm like, well, they're the people who are trying to convince you to send them to the castle to represent us so we can run the country. She was that guy too. I'm like, no, that's for the city. She's like, at the same time. I was like, yeah, she makes a good point. We're doing something else right now.
Yeah,
fucking Trudeau.
So I have a feeling that maybe people are going to disconnect, and they're not going to give that much attention to the municipal elections. We'll see how it how it unfolds. Yeah. So So that's it. So I'm gonna have a couple candidates. Or I'm gonna try at least and do what I did for the federal.
Are you gonna have Denis?
What'd you say?
Is Kader gonna come by?
I don't know, man. We're still waiting. I mean,
you've reached out. I mean, like he's one of the people you reached out to.
Yeah, but remember back, I think it was earlier this year with Pantelis. He asked me to get him and to kind of interview him together on his show to kind of merge our podcasts. And I still haven't gotten anything. I know
crossover episode. Interesting.
I know the people that are running his campaign very, very well. The director of his party used to be at the provincial Liberal headquarters, and he's with them now. Also, I don't know if you saw my good buddy Francesco Miele, who was getting elected in Ville Saint Laurent.
Is he the guy who owns the Miele company?
No,
I don't know, man. He wishes that.
Wishes. Yeah, no.
What is that? Is that cookware? Is it like ovens and stuff? I remember the name, but I can't.
They have everything, man. They have they have appliances.
Oh, okay, yeah. So why is he running? He's rich.
He's not. He came out a couple 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, saying that he won't seek re-election.
Sorry.
And instead, he's just organizing now behind the scenes. So there's a lot of people that I know that we can reach out to. I'm just not sure if they're going to do it. I hope they do it.
I want to see Val and the big D, well, he's a little D now because he lost weight, sitting together. This is the place where municipal politics will, for the first time ever, be relevant and make sense to the average citizen. I want us to have them here. I don't want to debate. I want to have a fucking roundtable conversation with them.
Yeah.
Maybe not on the morning show. I'm sure like my name carries no clout. So Pantelis might be able to pull it off. But I'm putting it out there. If you guys are in touch with them, tell them we want to sit them down and let's just figure it out.
Together, I doubt that would ever happen.
It's what's best for the city. Are you going to tell me that both of them are going to be like, I don't care what's best for the city? It's a stupid move if they don't come. It's political suicide if you don't both come.
Maybe look. See, this is the way I think of it. If we manage to get at least one, then everyone is going to come because they had Danica there. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Or they managed to get Valerie Plante. Let me go do it as well. So I think they're gonna follow. It's just a matter of getting one of them, one of those two. I mean, you can't. The other smaller ones. I don't think they're paying any attention. Sorry, I don't think they're paying any attention to them. But yeah, let's wait and see.
But in a campaign at a municipal level, no one cares about anyone else for the most part. It's who's in charge, and I'll vote for their party. It's like I like this guy. I want him to be mayor. I'm going to vote for his peeps.
I think honestly, at the municipal level, people just don't know anything, and it's very confusing. And this I'm telling you because there's people that have been voting at municipal campaigns, and it's always the same. And for some reason,
I lost George.
What do you mean?
I couldn't hear him. Oh no, he's back. I hear him now.
What?
Okay. It's straight up cut out. I don't know.
I didn't lose him at all.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyways, for some reason, people still get confused because don't forget, I mean, you're not voting one person like you do in the provincial and the federal campaign, right? You're voting for your municipal councillor, you're voting for your borough for your borough mayor, and then you're voting for the mayor of Montreal. In certain areas, you also have
like executive, borough council, yeah. It's very confusing. It is. I don't even know what my writing is for the municipal level, like who I would vote for. Oh no, that's not true. She showed up on my door last week. It's Sue Montgomery.
Oh, you have Sue Montgomery. Yeah. You're in Côte-des-Neiges, whatever, NDG, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she showed up, and my wife.
She's actually running. Okay, good for her.
My wife was like, "Didn't you just have a scandal?" She's like, "Have you decided who you're voting for?" She's like, "What the fuck?" And I missed it. She was telling me, "I'm like, I can't believe I missed that."
Your father told her.
No, my wife.
Scandal? Oh, your wife.
She's like, "Didn't you just have a scandal?"
To who?
What happened with Sue Montgomery? I don't remember now.
What's his name?
It was
Sue Montgomery.
Workplace harassment.
Oh, yeah. So she's the borough mayor, I think, for the
mayor.
Yes, Sue is a lady's name. Poseidon? Why did you think it was a man? Don't answer that.
I thought it was one name.
Oh, like Dollar Wellness.
Yeah, I thought it was Sue Montgomery. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, Suman and Gumri. Yeah, he's like an Indian guy. My name is Suman Gamri. I'm hoping you will vote for me.
That's a good...
Suman Gamri. That's amazing. She should run in Park X. Suman Gamri. I love that. That's great. Every fucking 13 episodes, he gets a good joke. He's not listening. I don't know what he's doing today. You know what the problem is? He's not afraid of me the way he's afraid of Pantelis.
Why does she look like the Grinch?
She is Grinch-esque. I mean, she's not green.
I think that's the biggest scandal she's committed.
That she's Grinch-esque?
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't really commit that.
The fact that she's constantly trying to steal Christmas.
George, what else you got? What else is on the headlines, Georgie?
I think it's going to be interesting. And I'm speaking with another buddy of mine who I had on the podcast now during the federal elections. And he was like, you know what? We should do like one of those vox pops on the street. You know, kind of like Guinantel. I don't know if you guys saw it, the Guinantel vox pop. Like he works in an organization that pretty much promotes political engagement, right, for youngsters and even older people. And he's like, what we should do is go on the street and just show how people are unaware of what's happening around them, during a campaign. So, anyways, I'll be calling you for that one, Phil. Maybe we're going to be doing it. Maybe we're not. We don't know yet. But it's going to be interesting, and especially at the municipal level where nobody is aware of anything. Like, if you think people have no clue about what's happening now in the federal election or usually in provincial elections, wait until you see people's ignorance when it comes to the municipal campaign. They don't know anything. Like, there's like huge misunderstanding about what's happening at the municipal level. I don't think a lot of people are aware, because obviously they don't get as much attention as the other ones do. Anyway, that's it for the campaign. Looking forward to that one. So we'll see how that unfolds. And I think that those elections are on the 7th of November.
I mean, there's still by then the whole country may have imploded from the civil war that breaks out.
Yeah.
You got the Trudeites and the Trudons fighting each other.
Yeah. I just think that they're going to lose a good week and a half now. I mean, look, their campaign starts today. The federal campaign is still going to be.
I mean, they still have lots of time to campaign, though, George. Even after the federal campaign, like once we've settled with the nonsense we voted for federally, we can still municipalize. I don't know what
because the municipal campaigns, they don't choose. It's every 4 years. It's standard, right? Every 4 years on the first week of November. So they got screwed from the federal campaign. It's not the federal campaign that got screwed by the municipal campaign that came in at the end of ours. It's the other way around. So when you think about it from the municipal perspective, from these guys, it's like we've had a hard time campaigning because the federal campaign has been going on and people are confused.
Yeah, that's true.
We start our campaign now. And until Monday, nobody's even going to give a shit about what we're doing. As of Monday, we don't know if the results are going to be in. So it's going to take maybe 2-3 more days until the results come in. So maybe the federal campaign officially will end, like let's say Wednesday or Thursday maximum. And then once that ends, for another week after that, the media is going to be covering what's happening, who's the leader, what are they saying, the rumblings in Parliament. So I think they're going to lose like a good maybe week and a half to 2 weeks of their campaign in terms of media attention. In any case, we'll.
George, there's an interesting question for you in the chat here. It says, "What do you think of Obama endorsing Trudeau last minute?"
I was just about to say that. So.
Well, way to fuck shit up, Homer. Good job.
No, it was in my list.
Okay.
I look. First of all, the guy can do whatever the fuck he wants. Okay?
True. Absolutely true.
He's not elected, but he still has
clout.
I mean, he's still called President Obama, right? You keep that title forever. You still have the clout. You still have all the followers. You still have
the influence.
Anything that Obama does gets attention, right? I mean, he still has it, and he did that in 2019, also, if you guys remember.
Some people are saying it's federal election interference. It's foreign election interference. Sorry.
No, because he's not an elected official anymore. He's a private
citizen.
No, but regardless.
I mean, there is. I understand.
He has. Didn't they ban Trump from Twitter for the same kind of like? But he might. No, hold on. But
exactly.
But he might have been hinting, wink, wink, to incite violence and shit.
But not at all. First of all, Trump was a sitting president. Like, I understand the example you're trying to draw, but you're way off here. Like, think about it. He was a sitting president.
Regardless.
Not regardless. He was literally the head of state, and he was potentially, I'm not saying he was, but they were saying he was potentially inciting violence. That was kind of nonsense. That is very different from Obama coming out and saying, vote Justin. Did he say vote Justin? What did he say?
No, but you can argue he's
good
inciting.
Luck to my friend Justin Trudeau on his campaign, blah, blah. I don't know exactly what he wrote.
Okay, so they're buddies. They're part of the same Illuminati fucking sex party orgy club, and he's like, good luck, buddy.
But with this, you can argue that he is inciting for people to vote Trudeau. So you could.
Yeah, but he's not inciting violence. He's not doing
violent.
No, I'm not saying violence. Well, what I mean, it could be considered as foreign election interference.
I don't know what foreign is.
Foreign.
Because he's not elected. He's not elected. He's not part of any government whatsoever. He's a private individual.
Has this ever happened before?
Of course, that's what I was saying. It happened in 2019.
But so what does him being elected have to do with?
He has no responsibility to the state if he's not elected. He's just a private.
But he doesn't have. Even if he was a president, he wouldn't have any responsibility.
If he was a president,
this is
I
with Canada.
That he would issue
to his own state. To his own state.
Poseidon, if he was elected, I highly doubt that he would issue that tweet. I highly doubt it.
He would have probably said something like, good luck to Canadians, our friends up north voting today. Like, that's it.
Yeah, something like that, whatever. Or maybe not even. I don't know.
Maybe.
But it is.
No, they tend to address when we have elections, like just for no reason on social.
They tend not to take any position. I mean, they went to the result.
Blankers makes a good point in the chat. Obama endorsing Trudeau is like Xi Jinping endorsing Kim Jong-un.
No. Nothing. No.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like the Chinese president going, I think Kim Jong-un is doing a very good job.
You're not listening to me, man. The guy's not elected. He's not a president. He's not in government. He's not in any government function whatsoever.
Yeah, but he uses his clout to
that's what we're talking about.
But it's still interference. Whether you're elected or not, it's still interference.
But he's just a celebrity now.
It's not, man. He's a private citizen. It could be, I don't know, any random Mr. Smith in the USA.
What if Matt Damon came out and said, vote Trudeau?
It's just that he has.
It's different because he was never in politics.
Okay, what about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
100% interference.
He hasn't been governor for how long?
So?
He's still the Terminator. He has an opinion.
It's not interfering, man. It's not interfering.
I don't know if it's interference.
It's supporting. And look, I mean, the guy's a Democrat. The closest thing that we have here to them are the Liberals, and he's supporting Justin Trudeau because they have this, what's it called? A bromance.
Yeah, they used to, They used to blackface together.
Yeah, it got
that's disgusting.
It got much less attention.
But Obama only did it because he has to support another brother. Right? That's all it is. Honestly, guys, the blackface jokes about Trudeau.
Oh, that's amazing.
They will never get old.
Yeah.
They will never get old because he didn't do it once. It's just, it's mind blowing. Till the day I die, I'm going to be like fucking on my deathbed. Trudeau did blackface 3 times. Fucking put it on my tombstone. Fuck. Like it's crazy. It's still funny.
But it hasn't gotten that much attention like it did back in 2019. 2019 was everyone was talking about it for like 2 days. They're like, why would Trudeau get involved? Why would Barack Obama get involved in our campaign? Blah, blah, blah. Back then, they were talking about interference and all that stuff that Poseidon is talking about. It wasn't the case either because, he wasn't elected. He just carries...
I understand what Poseidon's trying to allude to.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Also,
but at the same time, it's just not that.
She said something very stupid. Legault is currently the PM of Quebec, and you didn't care what he said when he said to vote O'Toole. But the problem is, Legault is a Canadian citizen.
And he came under fire for that. If you guys been following the last week...
Yeah, but how would that be...
because he's a sitting prime minister on a provincial level.
Yeah.
Prime minister. They're the only ones who call themselves in Quebec prime ministers, but he's he's the premier.
Yeah.
And he's not supposed to interfere on a federal level at all.
But he's not interfering.
Yeah, he did.
He literally came out and said, vote conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's it's not foreign interference.
It's a different kind of interference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
We're talking about foreign.
Okay.
Right now.
That's what's happened. He's latched on. He has these ideas about like sovereignty that he's developed over the years. And he's like, foreign interference is bad. No. Like, whatever. Who cares? If you're changing your vote based on what Obama said, fuck you. You were voting for the Liberals anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Who cares?
That's a very good point.
He didn't interfere with shit.
But what's it called? I'm just curious to know, because this, in 2019, it also happened like within a couple days before the end of the election. So I'm just wondering, I'm just looking to see if there's a pattern here. Like, I'm wondering if there's someone in the PMO, like in Justin Trudeau's cabinet, that reached out to Obama's people and said, hey, buddy, how about you send us a little support like last time?
Hook a brother up.
We can use your help, bro. And Obama's like, yeah, sure. I like Justin Trudeau. Why not? Let's do it.
Are you doing a Obama impersonation right now? What's happening? Yeah. Are you doing black voice? You're doing black voice, huh?
Jesus Christ.
All right.
So there you have it. So
I miss Obama's speeches.
What'd you say?
He was fun to watch speak. He just like, you're like, what is he going to say? He doesn't even know. He's literally writing a script in his head. He's like, I'll take a pause here. And take a pause.
I liked Obama. I mean,
I like how he spoke. I'm just saying I liked him as an orator. I'm not saying I liked him as a president. He bombed the whole world.
Look, he assumed
he killed everyone.
He took on the role of the president and the office like a president should, regardless of whether what he did was good or bad. I don't think he did. He did great on an international level. I don't think he did that great either on a national level either. But I mean, you got to respect the guy. He assumed his office.
Did you fucking fart?
Right? No. Respectfully. What did you say?
I thought Poseidon ripped one in the studio. I'm sorry.
That's your own.
Something wafted in here. I don't know what it was.
Thank God I'm not there.
He who smelt it,
one
dealt
last
it.
thing, guys. One last thing before I go, because we've been talking about how ridiculous the Minister of Education is here in Quebec.
Yeah.
Just
one might say uneducated.
We spoke on Wednesday about the rapid test that finally he decided to do it. But now that he decided to do it, the schools are ill prepared for it. They're sending them videos to teach them how to do it. Like, I mean, no one, the resources aren't there. The people are all confused. The opposition in Quebec, the Liberal Party, has been calling for his resignation for months. The PQ jumped on that bandwagon, and yesterday, Quebec Solidaire decided to join them as well. So every single party in the opposition is now on board, on the same page, calling for this guy to either step down or for the Premier, François Legault, to just get him out of that cabinet to switch him around, put him anywhere else. But
think about it, George. If it was any other job, government or private, and you were doing a shit job, they'd move you. They'd get rid of you. They'd fire you or transfer you somewhere you can do something properly.
But
there's nothing controversial about that, in my opinion. If he's doing a bad job, he should be like, no, I'm doing a bad job. I'm going to do something else.
Look, the opposition is playing their game. They're assuming their role and they're doing what they have to do. It's not the first time that the opposition is calling for the resignation of a minister.
That happens all the time.
No, it happens. It happens often.
That's what I said.
In my time, however, after all this pressure and after the evident fuck-ups, I mean, it's no longer how can I cover? I mean, you can't cover for this, man. It's factual. We know you're screwing up right now. Everyone is against you. The education unions have an issue with you from the very beginning. This is not now. This is not new. I'm still surprised that Legault has kept him there. I would have thought for sure that
Legault's probably leaving him there so they can figure out an exit strategy for him that lets Legault save face. Because if he's doing a bad job and everyone's saying it and Legault put him there, it's Legault's fault too, right? So it's just he's just being a politician. He's just moving things around so he can come out on top.
By the way, I'm getting pissed off in the chat now because Christine says he said along the lines. Now here's the thing.
No, we're not going back to that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I don't care what Christine said. That's fine.
Okay.
Who cares? We were arguing two different opinions, and you were mostly having a fight with yourself.
What? No,
she didn't disprove anything you said. She didn't make you look dumb. She didn't make you look wrong. She's just saying nonsense. Just ignore her.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that he hasn't done it. And there's a running gag up in Quebec City.
That the orgies that the Trudeaus host are very. Wait. No, Quebec City. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
About how it's a double-edged sword if you're selected to become the Minister of Health or Education. Like anyone that gets those cabinets, people are reluctant to even congratulate you.
It's just like a job that has to get done, but no one wants to do, right?
Health and education are, first of all, they're the two biggest cabinets.
René Lévesque, what was his cabinet position before he was premier? He was a minister of what? Do you remember?
René Lévesque ran with the Liberals. He was in the Liberal Party in Quebec. I don't remember what, maybe energy. I could be wrong. I can't remember.
I was just thinking if he was health minister because he was just fucking smoking all the time.
Yeah, I know. That'd be funny. But back in the day, that was the thing, man. It was such a different time, eh? So anyways, so people get those posts and there's like, I don't know if I should congratulate you. This could be your fall, right? And we saw it already with the health minister. Initially, it wasn't Christian Dubé. It was Danielle McCann. She came in, and within a couple of months into the pandemic, she's like, fuck off, get out, bye.
I mean, it's a fucking pandemic. I don't know what anyone really expects of these people. Like, they're politicians, man. They're gonna do dumb shit.
And typically, I despise all of them.
I don't despise all of them.
It's a hate. It's a heavy word, man. Don't forget, guys. They're not specialists, man. I mean, very few people that get elected understand the health system. Very few people that get elected understand the education system. A lot of the people that get elected are lawyers. Now, recently, they're coming from the business sector.
I go back to my idea that all democracy should operate like a fucking jury duty. Everyone has to, if you, depending on your field of study and your expertise, you get a place for 2 years at a time, and we rotate through.
Yeah, if you fuck up, you get exiled.
Fuck up? No, out. No, we're not ostracizing people.
No, like in ancient Greece, bro.
I mean, if you fuck up like you're just not good at it, that's one thing. But
that's different.
Yeah, okay,
that's different.
Fine.
No, go. Well, because here's the thing. People are like,
go live in the Maritimes.
You say despise is too much of a strong word, but they're literally doing backdoor deals, stealing fucking money, taxpayer money. The We charity, the We thing that happened.
That was the Trudeau family.
There you go. But they're always fucking around, bro.
Look, you can't assume that every politician is corrupt.
Come on, bro.
I've known politicians. It's not like in my life. I've met people.
The ones that are in power now.
Yes.
If you look at it,
it's the system. It's not their fault. Really, it's not. It's the system breeds corruption. The system breeds these backdoor deals. We need a major overhaul, and all these other conversations that we have are pointless. Who you're going to vote for, why you're going to vote for them. The system is broken as fuck. It doesn't make sense. The fact that I don't vote in certain elections because I know my vote is useless, there's a problem. There's a problem. And it's not because I'm like, I don't understand. I know that I don't vote because I understand the system. I understand what I'm doing. It is not a direct democracy. But at the same time, even if we had a direct democracy, then you have the majority fucking, which I feels like a lot of the majority is this woke squad now, then they would dictate over the minority. So even democracy itself inherently has a flaw. Like there's...
It's
nothing's perfect,
I gotta go, but
it's not perfect. I gotta go.
I'm gonna say the opposite, guys. Just go vote. If you're not happy, go vote.
I mean, if you want to vote, vote by all means.
Yeah. I mean, just we have that chance that we could. I mean, in other countries, they envy what we have. So I mean, just go vote. And that's it for me, guys. I gotta get on a call. All
right, George can be seen over at his YouTube pages where he has the Backstage podcast and Just As Dads, two of the biggest fucking podcasts that are currently being produced in George's basement. George, I thank you. Go make that paper, boy.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
So what are we gonna do? No, Christine's just trying to piss you off now.
Yeah, no. Hold on.
For NDP. No more gulag. No more gulag.
No, before I come sit over there, I'm just gonna put her in timeout just for
No,
don't.
Don't.
Too late in the gulag.
Okay.
Phil's giving up on me.
I mean,
hold on.
We're gonna do a little switch or a little musical chairs.
No. Hold on. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, I know. No, I just go there, start producing. I leave you here. Like, yeah, you do the show.
Okay. God, me, Addy.
I'm just gonna wait quietly here while he comes. He almost fell over the table. Come on. He's stretching. He's stretching right now. Yes, Poseidon is drunk with power. You're right. Charlotte's right. You're censoring people. You're censoring opinions. You've become the thing you hate.
No, I'm in a very good mood today, and I'm just fucking around.
Within the gulag?
Huh?
By putting people in the gulag?
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Okay. But it's technically censoring. What was that? Oh my God. Yeah, guys, honestly, I'm glad that we don't have that global camera in this office where you can see everything. Because the things I just saw, they took 10 years off my life. Strash fucking gut came out. He was like,
Did you see the leg shake?
I saw everything. Fuck, I'm pretty sure he ejaculated on himself.
You mean in myself? Oh, no, wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Walking around with your dick tucked in your ass? No. So what are we going to do now? Like, this is unprecedented. We're in uncharted water. What do we do?
This is awkward.
We're going to do...
it's like we're on a date, Phil.
He's going to make it weird. He's going to make it weird. The transition was smooth. Yes, thank you, Phil.
I'm sorry.
I can't believe this is happening again.
I'm in a good mood.
I'm glad you're in a good mood.
I woke up on the right side of bed. Full of positivity, full of hopes and dreams.
Heart up. Heart up.
Heart up? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Like every morning. But I don't know. I feel good this morning. I don't know. I slept 6 hours. I feel like my magic number for sleeping is 6 hours.
6 hours. I mean, that's a good amount of sleep. It's not a little bit of sleep. I don't need these headphones anymore, George.
I mean, I can't do a podcast without. I feel naked.
No, I don't know. First of all,
let me try it.
I don't know how you guys wear them.
Let me try it.
You just start shouting for no reason. I'm Poseidon.
Hold on, I'm frozen. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. I'm used to hearing my own fucking voice.
You can still hear your voice.
No, but through headphones.
Look me in the eyes. Focus. You're okay. You stay with me. You're okay. All right, guys. Sometimes having a panic attack. We're just gonna. Of course not. I really don't like. I don't know if we're gonna keep doing news. What should we do? Should we do more news?
Let's keep doing news. But I don't have anything though.
I don't have anything.
Look, if you guys see any pertinent news in the chat,
throw it in the chat.
Now would be the time.
You can't even gulag you. You can talk all the shit you want.
You can talk all the shit you want. I can't even gulag you.
I'm just gonna pull up Twitter and see if there's something worth talking about here. Let's see. Olga also feels good. Not really news, but I'm glad that Olga's feeling well.
Yeah, but going back to the number of hours.
Yeah.
I've noticed if I sleep more than 6 hours, even 8, because they say 8, you're supposed to sleep 8 hours, right? But I feel like for an adult man, I feel like the magic number is 6.
Do you consider yourself an adult man?
Of course, yes.
I feel like you're more of a man boy.
Maybe mentally, but physically, I mean, I've grown into a full-grown man. Yes. Sure, yeah. No, not anymore because I shaved. Bro, crazy how this haircut and this and when I shaved.
When did you have a beard? You had a beard?
Yeah. Well, you don't notice because it was.
You have scraggly Chinaman.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, but when I shaved, bro, it took off 10 years, bro.
I mean, the last time I shaved was an accident.
Okay.
Like the whole beard. It was for a wedding, for Gigi's wedding. And people who I've known my entire life, including blood relatives, didn't recognize me.
No.
I looked like the penguin from Batman Returns. I'm pretty sure if if my beard went bald, Anna would leave.
No.
I do not look good without a beard. When I had hair, it was fine. But without it, I look like just creepy.
Beard is the man's makeup.
That's
what they say.
I mean, yesterday I was looking
It's the equivalent.
I got in the shower yesterday and I went like this with my beard. I'm like, oh my God, it's like scraggly and a mess. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? And all I did was take a scissor and trim it a little bit. Fucking world of difference. I feel confident. I feel better. But I can't go out. Should I do a Sunni beard or just take out the mustache?
A what beard?
A Sunni beard. Like the Muslims. It's just the bottom part.
Why do they get rid of that?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm sure it has a purpose.
Do you mean to... Hold on. Do you mean to say that you assumed... Hold on. You assumed that an entire population of people culturally chose to do this, and I thought it had no purpose? I mean, it must have some kind of purpose.
No, I didn't think that.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
The way you say, you're like, I assume. I'm pretty sure it has a purpose.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it like...
okay.
Yeah, like, I'm fucking around. But yeah, going back to the hours of sleep, I'm convinced 6 hours of sleep is the magic number.
I don't know if it's a magic number, but...
for me, at least. Because here's the thing.
Maybe. I guess it's a personal thing, right?
Because if I sleep more than 6, I wake up... Groggy. But then, like, I feel groggy for a few hours still. You know what I mean? For like an hour or two. I'm like, I'm a bit slow.
I find if I sleep more than 6 hours, it's harder for me to wake up, but I'm rested. If I sleep more than 7 hours, which occasionally happens on like a weekend, and I'll let me like just die, basically, I just feel terrible. When I was younger, I could sleep till noon and I felt great. Now, if I'm in bed more than 7 hours, I wake up, my back hurts. I'm just getting too old.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not a morning person.
Neither am I.
So if I sleep 6 hours and I wake up, I'll still get that grogginess, but it lasts about 5 minutes only.
That's a good trade-off.
And then it lasts 5 minutes, and then I do my little stretches, whatever, like I did before. I go, oh, I'm good. It's weird, man. The human body is strange, man.
It amazes me the things that fascinate you.
Everything fascinates me.
So Christine is in the chat.
Oh, she's out of the gulag now? Yeah. What is she saying?
Yeah, this is my nightmare, Christine. This is my nightmare. Oh, God. She's saying Guinness World Records named a Montreal 15-year-old the tallest teenager on the planet. I mean, thank you for following our instructions and getting us some news. But I mean, what am I going to do with this? We have a really tall person in Montreal. Thank you. That's it. There's no more news there. And yeah, this is my nightmare, though.
Let's go to the news from...
From what?
Oh, did you see the Taliban?
Oh, yeah. Tell me what the Taliban did.
So the Taliban, they were asking foreign aid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then...
What were they asking?
For foreign aid.
Why can't you say foreign?
Foreign. All
day you've been going foreign. You've been fucking it up. That's foreign interference. Foreign interference. No, he's a foreigner. What the hell?
He's a foreigner.
There you go.
That I could say, but I can't say.
What did they ask for?
Because you know why? I think I think I have some form of dyslexia, by the way. I swear to God. Anyways, like I picture the EING, however the fuck it's spelled, EIGN, whatever.
EIGN.
You know, and I gotta say it like that.
Wait, hold on. Mauricio Gomez. Okay, Gomez has a theory. Say world.
World.
No, he can say world. Okay, so they asked for foreign aid.
What was the theory?
I don't know. I just wanted to stop you there because I figured I'd want to break you and I want you to give me the news you were about to give me.
Oh, yeah.
Taliban.
So the Taliban, so not only did they leave like $20 billion worth of equipment in Afghanistan, but then they gave them $64 million on top of it.
Well, like they left like a briefcase of cash.
No, I guess they wire transfer. Bro, I don't know how this thing works, bro. They wire transfer. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Foreign aid, basically.
Okay, to the Taliban.
But a few countries gave a total of $1.2 billion. I think was given.
Okay, so they're liquid now. They got paper.
Yeah, they got shmoney.
They got some shmoney.
Yeah, and the fucking Taliban leader, he came out and he goes, "Come on, America, you're such a big country.
That's the best you can do."
Huh?
Is that what he was pulling? Like, this is all you're giving me?
Yeah. You're such a big country. You must have a big heart as well. Give $1 billion.
Look, if the Taliban had reappeared after all these years and suddenly was this like normal regime, like not a regime, but a normal government, we're like, yeah, we're cool with all the stuff we weren't anymore. It's been 20 years. Like, women are cool. They don't got to be fucking covered in face pajamas. They can drive. We still don't think it's a good idea that they're driving, but we'll let them, which, like, respect. They can go to school, and everyone's cool. If that was the Taliban, I'd be like, okay, Taliban, ask for money. No problem. You've grown.
And to be fair, everyone thinks it's a terrible idea for women to drive, even in Western countries. But we let them because, you know, women rights and shit. You're so angry.
You know, people always ask for the in bed episode or the you on Fill My Hole or the crossover episode, Fill My Hole in Bed with Poseidon, and it's not gonna happen because we don't have the necessary rapport. First of all, I don't know you as well as I know Pants.
Okay.
And
well, we can do a little interview. You can interview me.
I mean, I guess if I was interviewing, which was just not what I would do right. Well, that's not what we're gonna do right now. By the way, like I don't want to interview right now. It's too early in the fucking morning. I don't need that kind of trauma. It's just we don't have like so he'll come in my office, right? He comes into my office and he'll just be like, "Bro, today I fought with the bitch at Tim Hortons," and I was like, "You have 5 stories. You literally have 5 stories, right?" And I'll tell him straight up in no uncertain terms, Poseidon, I'm not interested in this story. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me this story. And he'll pause for a second.
No, you don't
and then he'll tell me the story anyways. And because the problem is I'm a bad friend. Like I know I'm a bad friend. Like
what do you mean?
Like if you're going through stuff, and not you, friends in general, that I went through a long time ago, like when I was a teenager or when I was in my 20s, once I've given you my life experience as a lesson, I'm not interested in this conversation anymore. Like there's nothing for me in it. What do you want me to tell you? They're there, like, and you'll show up and you're so angry. And I went in there, bro, and I scared her. And I'm like, why? Some poor girl making minimum wage is shitty at her job. Surprise, surprise, right? Big surprise. Yeah. So you walked in there and you asserted your big dick dominance.
Well, because you know why?
And you laughed when she was scolded. I was like, what's the point of any of this?
I didn't scold her.
All of your fucking escapades seem just so meaningless to me. Like pointless.
But how funny are they?
I think I just established how funny they are to me.
They're not funny at all?
I mean, the first time that you told me you yelled at someone at Tim Hortons, I laughed. The second time, I laughed at you. Not with you, at you. Now you're almost 30 years old. Like, Sigedrosu, become a human being. Stop yelling at people.
I'm yelling at people.
But then you have a bad role model also.
What do you mean?
You have a bad role model when it comes to telling off service staff. Like, being belligerently angry about things.
What do you mean? Who's my role model? Pantelis?
I didn't say it. Like, he's not exactly a laid-back guy. Like, when he's upset about something, he goes hard, right?
Yeah, I've seen him.
I see how your brain works. You're like, okay, absent Gus. Gus wasn't here to teach me how to be a real man.
Well, to be fair, Gus is the same style.
Well, there you go. And then now Pantelis, who, like, you can't really say anything. You're like, well, he's doing great. He's successful. People love him. This must be the way to operate in society.
You want to laugh.
And 9 times out of 10, I'll give him credit. Like, he goes off and I was like, impressive. That was impressive.
You want to laugh. Last night, I started yelling through email at
how do you yell through
Uber support? You ask some condescending questions.
Go on.
And so I started. So as I'm on the phone, I'm on the phone with my girlfriend, and she goes, "Hey, how are you?" I go, "Hold on. I gotta yell at Uber support." And bro, she just starts laughing. I go, "Why are you laughing?" She goes, "You're always yelling at somebody."
That's true. You are primarily always yelling at someone. Like 90% of the time that you're around, you're yelling at someone. I mean, I'll yell at people too. Like I'll go off sometimes. I have like when I do go off, I go off. But like Anna too, she'll like go off on like not wait staff. Never. You never fuck with the people who.
Also, my mother used to yell at everyone.
See, my parents are not like that at all. My mother and my father, we could be at a store, visibly, obviously being ripped off, and they'll be like, "Don't say anything. It's embarrassing." Like they're so waspy in that sense.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, my mother used to cause a scene.
No. My parents aren't like that at all. And my parents negotiating like for a discount is like, can I get a discount? No. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much for the service.
No.
Like they're just so fucking polite. Bro. So they get really embarrassed with me because I'm like, that's the best price you got.
Really?
Stop. And I also know who I can negotiate with. Like I'll read the room. I'm not going to negotiate with some white kid.
Yeah, of course. No,
like the Haitian guy and me, we're going to make a deal.
Yo, mon frère, man.
Yeah, well, maybe not racistly, but yeah. Like I'm not even beneath like lying to get a better deal. Like I remember when we bought our TV when we got married, we went to Future Shop. This is before Amazon.
Oh yeah,
right?
I've pulled shit like this whole time.
And the guy's like, "Well, we can honor a better price." I was like, "It's $1,000 cheaper at this website." He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, 1 second, let me find it." A little Photoshop, bam. He's like, "Well, we got to give you the price." Like, Why? How does it change my life? If he's not going to double check and do his due diligence,
He's
then
not
by
losing
all
money.
means.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. I'm not hurting him.
No,
not hurting me. Future Shop was bought by Best Buy, so I guess I helped them. I brought up their sales. So really, what I'm saying is it's my fault that all the mergers happened.
No, I don't think that's why. I think it's because they paid their employees way too much commission.
Who, Future Shop?
Of course, yeah.
I always disliked commission-based places like that because they're so, like, it's just all of a sudden you got like 5 Algerian guys like, hey, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
No, but like a full-time job at Future Shop at the time, you could pump out 80 grand a year easy.
I remember because I was working at Old Navy at the time, and I don't remember what the context was. They were like, you should become store manager. I'm like, I'm 19, like 18, 19. I don't give a shit. Like, I want to go out and get drunk and smoke weed. Like, leave me alone. I don't want responsibility.
Where, at Future Shop?
No, at Old Navy.
Oh.
And then one of my buddies was working at Future Shop, and he's like, you should really come over here. Like, I work less hours than you, and I make 4 times as much money as you. I'm like, how? He's like, commission. And I went, I interviewed, and I was like, these guys, first of all, I go, everyone here is either a Laval Greek, like skeevy, like, bro, let's make some sales. Like you. Like that kind of vibe, the salesy vibe, you know, the rapey vibe. Or North African. I was like, I don't want to work here. Like, these guys are literally, they're hurting each other to like make sales. They're like, it's cutthroat. I'm like, I'd rather just hang out at Old Navy and nap in the fucking jackets.
You don't understand. It is fucking cutthroat. Like, I remember when I used to eat, when I worked at Nissan, there was the break room was upstairs. And
Which Nissan?
Saint Jacques. It was a Mitsubishi turned into a Nissan.
I was just trying to picture where it is, but yeah.
So right next to the Ford on Saint Jacques. There's a Ford Lincoln over
I don't know.
there. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Well. I just know where Fix Auto is on Saint Jacques. That's the only thing I know about all of Saint Jacques.
It's around there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're used to. So the employee room, the break room was upstairs, and you'd go up the stairs. And then there was the meeting room in the corner. But the thing is, there was a huge glass wall,
So you could see the sales floor.
so you could see the sales floor, bro. Bro, no joke. Because I used to talk to a lot of clients. I'd give out business cards. Is that a lot of them would end up coming back, right?
Okay.
And when a client comes back, you have 80% closing ratio. That means, like, if they come back a second time, it's like, okay, they really like the car. They're
80% closing ratio. Okay.
Yeah. So like, if a client leaves, okay, there's only a 20% chance that you're gonna see them again. You understand? So you have to
come back.
But if they come back, that
it.
shoots up to 80% of you're closing them right there and then.
Okay, go on.
It was rare that I had a person come back in a third time unless it was to deliver the car. And there was this little short Italian man on the sales floor, and he would steal everyone's sales, bro. And one time, I didn't pin him against the wall, but I kind of like...
Against the glass wall?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, I kind of like ambushed him against the wall, the downstairs, like against the bathrooms. He was coming out of the bathroom, and I kind of like snuck up on him, and because he was trying to steal one of my sales. Oh, what the fuck you doing, bro? Think I'm fucking around, bro? Yeah, I'm Greek, huh?
Oh, cool.
Like this, all this bullshit, right? And he got scared and he backed off. But I used to, bro, I have a picture. I'm gonna show it to you. I used to eat my lunches staring down at the sales floor.
That's fucking. You're stressed out. See what I mean? Like the whole environment.
But
is
that's
stressful.
why. But that's why I can't go back to that.
No, I understand.
You know what I mean?
I understand that.
I remember, bro. Fuck, bro. Like,
actually, my store manager when I was at Old Navy, he used to work at. I think it was Nissan also.
Yeah.
He was a car salesman. He was probably like in his late 20s, 30s. I don't remember how old he was. I don't even remember the guy's name right now. I can picture him. This skinny scarecrow looking type dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was fucking stressed. He goes, I'd rather just work here
bro.
and do my shit. I count the cash at the end of the day, and that's it.
Yeah. Bro, it is stress, bro. Because you have to have the team mentality. What?
Random.
Asparagus.
Why would we say asparagus?
I don't know.
Eco just ruined the whole fucking flow of this show. Damn you. I would love to know the context.
You know
of
what?
that.
I'm gonna go put him in the gulag.
No. Stay here.
Okay.
It's fine. No. Oh god. My fucking Gestapo here, the gulag Gestapo. He's like, who is talking the nonsense? Yeah, but that whole environment, like, I think about it.
It is.
For me, for example, like now, sure, my job has stress. Like when I have to deliver stuff or big projects or whatever, like there's stress involved.
Yeah.
That's fine. But
But that's a different kind of stress.
It's a very different kind. I remember like my favorite kinds of stress that I ever experienced working, not besides the job that I do now, which I like doing, was open kitchen. Like you're hanging out. It's like a Friday night. It's like 8 p.m. at a La Belle Province because that's where I used to work, right, all through high school. And you're just shooting the shit with your buddies who work there. You know, we're smoking cigarettes, whatever, just chilling, drinking too sometimes. And then like, especially in the winter, like the snow removal guys would come in all at one time. So like 40 people would walk in. And then for 45 minutes, you have one fucking purpose in life. To fucking bang out submarines and like smoke meat. Shit. And that's it. The grill's going to fill up. It's going to be fucking, you got to be flying, spinning your spatula, like flipping burgers. And next thing you know, quiet. Now you got to clean your grill. And that's it. And it was such a simple pleasure. You're really busy. You got to bang everything out.
I think I know who's there.
You think our fearless leader came? Let's all take an awkward pause on the show. Or it's Spiro.
Hello, sir.
Oh, he showed up.
Is that my coffee?
Yeah, but I started drinking it.
Swappy
Well, because
swap.
I thought you were.
Your coffee.
Yeah, I thought you weren't. I thought
Pantelis
you were
entered the
gonna
room
come.
angry.
Get up and go.
Angry he entered and scolded Poseidon for the nonsense he's done.
Right now.
Yeah. We're unacceptable, bro. I haven't drank coffee. I was looking forward to coming in and drink my coffee. This son of a bitch, bro. He's not happy with one coffee. You need
Wait,
two
you drank
fucking
both
He
coffees?
drank both. You 2 coffees, malaka.
You want me to make you a coffee?
No. He fucking go get me a coffee, malaka. Stop doing malaka. Go right now. I'll end the show. Don't worry about it. Malaka. Jesus Christ, bro. Can you believe this shit?
I can't believe you drank both coffees. That's just crazy. Not
like
for,
what you're doing.
not
I
on a, what?
Because I didn't
I
want
like
to.
this.
Yeah, it's
I
not
didn't
like
want
a
it to go to
politeness
waste.
thing. It's just I couldn't. Well, we did think you weren't coming.
Yeah, he
Why
told
would
me
you
you
think I'm
weren't.
not
You
coming?
told me you're on your own
Because
today.
he told me.
Yeah, he's leading the charge, but I always come in at some point. It's just in the beginning.
But I thought you
I
weren't
honestly
coming in
thought
at
you
all
weren't
for
coming
the
in at
moment.
all.
Oh, that's
That's what I understood, that you were just too
That's what I
busy.
understood, and so I got you coffee, and even
Okay, Olga, that's just fucking mean and hurtful,
Hold on,
okay?
hold on.
Fuck you.
What's she?
She's like, oh God, thank God.
Hold on.
What the fuck does that mean?
Hold on.
Actually, yes, thank God, because I got to pee.
And I thought you weren't coming in at all because I said, shit. Yeah, and I'm like, shit, I bought Pantelis coffee for nothing now.
Well, yeah,
It's
you
gonna
bought it
go
for
to-
nothing.
Hold on.
But you know that we have a podcast
But
right
hold
after,
on,
right?
Hold on. It's
We
going
have
to
a
go to
podcast
waste.
right after, no?
Yeah, but it's going to be super cold.
So I always warm it up. So every other day it's okay to warm up my coffee, but today it wasn't. Today you had to drink it.
No, but hold on. I was just...
Stop. You're trying to find excuses, bro.
No, it's
Like,
not
you
ex-
just finished your coffee. Why'd you have to drink mine? That's what I'm saying.
Well, because I thought you weren't coming in at all for the morning show. So I thought it was going to go to waste. I'm like, I don't want it to go to waste. So I just started drinking it.
Were you planning on going and get me another coffee?
Yes.
So get the fuck up and go get me another coffee.
Right now?
Yeah.
But we have to close the show.
Close the show.
No, but not, it's 11:22.
Well, you should have thought of that before you drank my fucking coffee, bro.
It's okay. Once we're done, I'm going to step out. I'll grab you another one.
It's unacceptable behavior.
Don't worry,
It's
bro.
unacceptable, bro. I'm away for a bit, and you guys, this is what you guys do, bro.
I started putting everyone on the gulag, bro. Power trip.
Really? Gulag, and you fucking drinking my coffee. For real, this is unacceptable behavior. Though. I'm looking at you there with 2 coffees, and I want to smack your fucking face. You did the same thing with the snacks when I brought them in. I didn't even get to eat one. You would eat everything. You keep eating and
Okay.
drinking everything I have
I'll
in
take
studio.
100% blame for the snacks.
Oh, you're not taking 100% blame for the coffee that you drank.
No, because I legit thought it was gonna go to waste. I legit thought you weren't.
Oh, come on, stop. Stop. That's not a real belief. We both know that's stupid. You start laughing. Gets caught in his fucking lies.
Frank G goes finally an adult.
Yeah, look, but it's either he gets up, he will close the show right now and he goes gets me fucking coffee because I'm seriously
No, I-
furious right now.
At noon, I'll step out right away. Go grab you. Don't worry.
So I came to realize it was so weird because I sat, but this is delayed. I'm like, where am I?
That is
not
weird.
there. I came to a realization. I've interviewed, so I've done, I mean, I don't even know how many interviews with clients over the years. I've done 18 episodes of Fill My Hole. I think 9 of which had guests who I didn't know. Me and you can do this for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I can't fucking do it alone with him.
Yeah, it's
So,
hard.
and here's the thing. It's not that I don't like Poseidon. I genuinely, I'm amused by the guy. He's loyal as fuck. He's a good dude. Like, if you call him and you need something, he'll do it. I mean, don't
Except
expect
the
him to
coffee
not drink
thing.
your coffee,
Yeah.
but yeah. And I genuinely like him, and we see each other every day. The problem is, there's nothing I don't know about him. I'm not curious about him. Like, literally, I've psychoanalyzed him up and down to Sorry,
Yeah?
that was super accidental.
that's-
Like, so I
You've
don't have...
nakeded him.
Freudian
I've
slip.
nakeded him, yeah. Well, it's what, Freudian? No, I meant to say that. I just didn't mean to say it in Greek. So, like, I have nothing to talk to him about. And the second he sits in front of me, he switches modes. Like, there, he's producer Poseidon. When George is here, he's trying to get his opinion out. Or when you're here, he's a different version of that. The second he sits in front of me,
he's
like,
trying to drink my fucking coffee.
No.
I know what you're gonna say.
he sits down and he goes, this is going to suck in his head. This is going to suck. What are we going to do? And he becomes a lesser version of himself. And I'm like, well,
What?
I got nothing to do here. You, I don't know. Me and you can't podcast alone, I've realized. It's a dangerous combination.
A lesser
You become a toned down version of yourself. And then when you get comfortable, because you realized you were lower, you go into wacky as fuck territory.
It's trying to do
Yeah, so like I get these extremes.
Oh, tone down like voice.
Also, when you weren't here today, let me tell you, Big Boy thought he was in charge.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Running his mouth,
Running
disrespecting
my
my
mouth.
authority.
What?
What? I never
happened?
disrespected
That's
your
what the
authority.
chat said. They said, "Whoa, he's not afraid of you at all, Phil."
Why? What did you?
Made me look like a bitch.
What'd
in
you
front of
do?
my friends,
I didn't do
Dad.
anything.
Why'd you make him look like a bitch? What'd
He
you
didn't.
do?
He
I didn't
didn't.
make him look like
He
a
was just insisting that something was foreign interference.
Forang?
We've established that he can't pronounce foreign.
You can't pronounce most words.
So what's up? I saw your very snazzy bag outside. It's very ooh la la, like 1950s. I like it.
Oh, it's my travel bag.
You seem like a traveling salesman. Like, wife, I'll be in Atlanta for the next 5 days.
Yeah,
Take
no,
care
I
of the
think I'll be
children.
back at 2 in the morning or some shit. It depends.
How far is it? How long
2
of a drive?
hours.
Is it a 2-hour drive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta clean my shoes too.
You
Got the
make him
Lysol
clean your
wipes.
shoes.
No, he doesn't have to. I'll clean my own shoes.
What kind of shoes? Like fancy shoes?
But I did go. Power
Just the
Rangers.
shoes, my stage shoes.
Are they like sneakers or like dress shoes? I mean,
No, they're sneakers.
Oh,
no, wear
yeah.
dress.
Hold on.
Still straight. Yeah.
I need your opinion on something. Olga, she says I sent her to the gulag for no reason.
you did.
Right?
You did.
But hold on. She called Phil's espresso a mini coffee, bro. It's an espresso.
tiny
it's not
coffee.
a tiny, whatever. Mini, tiny, same
It's the
bullshit.
same shit.
Uh,
It's a type of coffee.
yeah.
So what's the problem?
She said,
It's an espresso.
Let me just walk you through it. She said, fill with the tiny coffee. I saw it.
Accurate?
I picked up the tiny coffee and I drank it like the queen.
Yes.
And we laughed about it
Excellent.
through the internet.
Yes.
He didn't notice what I did, saw it, and he fucking sent her to the gulag. And then someone said, "Oh fuck, tiny coffee." I just assumed Phil was a giant, so we had a good laugh. But
Yes.
not Olga; she was all by herself.
Yeah, you're an imbecile
It's
and
an
a tyrant.
espresso.
Yeah, he was gulagging. I yelled at him. I brought him here. I'm like, "Don't touch the gulag."
And he's a
Then he fucking put
non-intellectual.
Christine in the gulag, honestly, for no reason. I'm putting her in the gulag before I leave, and he came here. But it's fine. Like
Wait,
whatever.
Christine, he put her in and she hadn't said anything?
I'm sure she had
I don't
said
even
something.
remember, bro.
And where's my fucking
let's be
water too,
fair.
bro? What's going on here?
Oh fuck, bro.
What's going on here?
He didn't even unlock your office. He was so lazy when he got here. He goes, "Can I take one of your waters?" I'm like, "I guess."
Bro, what is
I go,
happening?
Doesn't Pantelis have waters? He goes, "I just don't want to unlock that door, bro."
What? How lazy are you, bro? Come on.
Actually, go get waters and bring me one too.
You want one?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
thirsty.
When the cat's away,
going on
the
with you?
mentally retarded patients, they get ready to play, yeah?
Patient. Don't blame it on me. I'm trying here. I'm trying to hold this
How was
together,
George?
man. George was not okay actually at all today.
What happened to George?
George showed up late. He was flustered.
Why?
He couldn't formulate sentences. Metaphorical expressions were like way beyond him. He's like, "Yeah, the guy was sitting out in the left of the field." I'm like, "What are you trying to say?" I mean, it was out of left field. Like George was just, he had to go. He was busy. He had
What did
work
you guys
shit.
do to him?
I don't know. I gotta say though, I nailed it. For you, buddy.
Thank you.
I don't know. Did I nail it, guys? How'd I do?
I don't know. Let's see.
They're gonna tell the truth. They always do.
I mean, if viewership is down, I'm going to blame
Where are we at?
you and
Yeah,
Poseidon.
we're not doing great today.
We're not doing great today, so
I saw
I came
the
in
second
to
I
up the
said you weren't
ratings.
gonna be around. Like
It
it
dropped?
was us. It went from like 100 viewers to 9. Just
What?
no. I'm just fucking around. Why'd you hand it to me first? He's gonna kill you. But thank you. Yeah. Are you using the 2 cams? Should I move this?
The
Is it in the
slippery
way?
slope.
I'm using both cams.
I'm just because this we can see the chat. It's just easier.
The slippery slope, Poseidon. You're on a slip.
He is he is pretty rotund. When he's wet, he is slippery.
Yeah. The
So what you
slope
got for us today?
is
Slip and slide.
sliding. So did he bring any fun news today?
George?
Yeah.
It was a lot of election talk.
Bro, are you fucking joking right now?
What's up?
Why would you? There's one dislike on the video and it's Phil.
What?
Bro, he's the guy.
He's the guy.
He's the
Think
guy.
about it.
We found him.
He's the guy. He's the guy. What a cocksucker. He's the guy.
found him.
Bro, we found him. Jesus Christ. What a prick. What a prick, bro. And it's like, why is there a dislike? The video hasn't started. It's this guy there. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's been me, man. I thought you
What
knew
is
that.
this? That's absurd. Why would I know
The
that?
algorithm doesn't care. I just like the fact that there's a dislike over.
Poseidon, set his fucking office on fire, bro. Are you crazy? This is Molotov cocktail territory. What is he doing? Poseidon's been here putting Christine in the gulag. She's been nothing but loyal.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Can I be put in the gulag? That's right. I can't be contained.
This is absurd. Why would you dislike our own video?
Oh my god!
Because I like that every time you notice, you're like, who the fuck is disliking this?
It's not me. Other people notice and they say it. I noticed because it's the angle that I'm at. It's right in front of my face.
I started
There was
doing
a
it.
huge glow. I'm like, what is that? And then
So,
it looks like a feather. And then I look, it's a thumbs down.
A couple months ago, you were saying, he's like, we were on a live, and you're like, I can't believe a fucking dislike. We haven't even said anything racist, inherent, like bad or anything yet. I was like, huh. And then you said, who cares? It's still engagement.
Bro, these are excuses, bro. This is fucked up. This is some mental patient behavior. I don't know what I walked into today. You guys are fucking crazy.
Bro, I think
you guys are all absurd.
I think George had a case of the diarrheas or constipation, one of the two. That's
George said he was in a meeting in the morning, and he ran back home to get to the show because he wasn't live. And everyone blamed Poseidon that it was a glitch, but it wasn't. It was.
Why don't you believe they had a meeting? He's a busy man. He runs his own business.
There was actually we weren't late because of George. We started on the same time we would have started had George been on time. There was a glitch, and I told everyone it wasn't Poseidon's fault, but I mean technically it was Poseidon's fault. He didn't change the stream key.
Yeah. So what's the news here? They're talking about COVID. Gina says Alberta's what is that? 18,000 cases is crazy.
Yeah, so that's what George was telling us. I don't know if I should recap the news now that you're here because everyone was here, but basically, Alberta, who the Conservatives said, we love their model for managing COVID and we support it.
Well, what's the difference between their model and everybody else's model?
They weren't doing passports. They weren't doing closing down business.
That's not
anymore.
a model. That's not. I don't know why people are that. How is that going to prevent COVID? The passport doesn't prevent COVID.
But there's still COVID measures.
Yeah. That's not how it's spread. I don't know why we're doing stupid things that don't work. That's not how it spreads.
Okay, but now you threw me off. The point is, Alberta didn't do anything like the other provinces did or like the federal government suggested. And they're having a massive case. And Kenney came out and said, I'm sorry.
So what you're saying is they didn't listen to the federal government and then just out of the blue, they got a spike in cases?
First thing that's suspicious. It is suspicious. It's very suspicious. First things first. Also, they had 20,000 cases from September 3rd to 16th.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
Yeah.
It's a little odd, all things considered.
I'm not arguing at all what's happening there.
So you're telling me the nations that this government has no control over, that take no measures, somehow managed
to fare better than Alberta. Suspicious.
It's not suspicious.
But George brought up a good point, and that's why we were talking about it, not because of what... Weird thing to say in the chat. Sure. Okay.
What?
No, whatever. George was saying that it's actually really bad for the Conservatives right now because the Liberals came out and said, you see what's happening in Alberta? Regardless of whether it's true or not, that's how they're spinning it. That's going to be us if you vote Conservative.
That's
like
going to be
country, the whole country. Yeah, it's crazy, but it is. But honestly,
that is proven scientifically. That's proven. The virus spreads based on political ideologies. That's how the virus works. It's just science. I don't know how you guys didn't know that already.
It's a communist virus. So
yeah.
It does what it does.
Goddamn commies.
Yeah.
That is a little bit suspicious.
Yeah, and what's happening with China?
It's a communist virus, though, considering how it affects everyone differently and not equally. Like, you'd think everyone would get the same version of it.
No, it's super communist.
In what sense? It attacks the poor and the black
there's
people?
Two different classes, yeah.
Yeah.
A certain class doesn't get that affected negatively. But yeah, that's a little fucked up that they're bringing that up now. But they're not dead, I guess. They're just saying we have confirmed cases. Right?
Yeah.
Which could be bullshit again. They did the same thing to us. Remember?
I can't remember the
number. They did it to us last summer, too. Remember when the panic started before the fall closures?
No, I know. I just want to see what the numbers from Alberta actually are. I haven't checked. I just went off of what George told me.
From 18,000 to even if they say 1 million, right? The fact that they say there's cases, but they don't say ICU, they don't say
Alberta
deaths.
is asking Ontario to transfer patients.
To transfer patients to Alberta?
To Ontario. Like,
who said that? CBC?
Yeah.
Fake news.
No,
it's weird. Ontario has 10,000 cases like Quebec, but 100 deaths. Quebec just 26.
What?
Yeah.
Repeat that?
Same amount of cases, 10,000 cases.
But the cases don't matter because they probably have more cases. Because you don't know. You could have COVID right now. You wouldn't be reported as a case.
Unless for some reason you got tested.
Yeah, the only way you get reported is if you get tested.
So
are there still that many people getting tested, though?
I have no idea how this works.
So I had to go last weekend, at the beginning of the week, because there was an outbreak at my daughter's school, so we had to get tested with her. It was chaos. There were so many fucking people waiting because what's happening is there are currently 800 schools, 600 schools in Quebec that have outbreaks, whatever that means.
And every time they have them, everybody has to go.
Everyone has to go home, and you can't come back until you're tested. So like, everyone's figured out at this point that there are false negatives, so you can't risk it. So at least one other member in the family has to get tested just to make sure. So you go, and then all of a sudden you're testing 10,000 people a day again.
Yeah.
Maybe,
it's pretty crazy.
Also, for people traveling, business people that have to travel, get tested.
You have to get tested right before you leave, yeah.
So, I guess that's why it's mandatory
No,
testing.
wait. If you want to travel, those are different testing clinics. You can't go to the public ones.
I didn't even know you were going to the public
No, but
clinic.
they
I keep thinking of the private ones.
No, but the private ones will still report, though.
Oh, yeah, they still report. Yeah.
No, do they still report? Yeah, they have to.
They must, yeah. I mean...
But I was thinking of the private anyway.
If they're a private clinic, it's in their best interest to report, so people can be like, I should get tested at the private clinic. The more people getting tested, the more people want to get tested.
Yeah. But it won't change the amount of people that want to get tested at private versus public. Whoever wants to get tested private wants to get tested private. Whoever wants to get tested public, it's not going to change their mind because it changes nothing.
People want to get tested keeps your business flowing.
Yeah. I think they're making a lot of money doing this, the private clinics.
For
it's just easy for them. They don't have to do a boob job. They just got to fucking
I don't think they're
test
those
your
type
nose.
of clinics, are they? I think they're more like CDLs, like labs and stuff. It's like Dr. Sarkeesian, the tit doctor.
Lunch break, bro. Lunch break, bro. Throw some tits in there.
He's moonlighting.
I love how over the COVID map, like everywhere you can get numbers. Mainland China, no data.
Numbers.
No data.
Is anyone from Alberta in the chat right now? Is anyone?
Are there any Albertans in the chat?
Because the reason why I don't like it when they say the hospital's overrun is overrun because they did it to us 2-3 times, and every time they did it for the hospitals here, we knew I would call and check, and it wasn't true. So I just want to know if Alberta's having
the only reason I'm taking this a bit more seriously is because of what George said, which is Kenney came out and apologized, which is not a very Kenney move.
Yeah, but all these guys look like they're all folding, so I'm not surprised.
He folded, but I really, if anyone was not going to fold, I really thought it was going to be Jason Kenney.
I don't know anything about
that. He's got
guy.
a big head. He's like.
Do you know anything about this guy?
I mean, I've interacted with him a few times.
Really?
When he was Minister of Immigration.
I don't know this guy.
When I was at the community, when my dad was in charge, he was always around. He actually gave my dad an award, the Queen's Jubilee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Did I like the guy at the time? No, not really. I mean, I don't think I can hang out with the guy, but he's gung-ho. Like, what he believes, and he stands by it. Like, he's hardcore in that sense. So to see him come out and be like, I fucked up. Like, George said I haven't seen the video. George he said, verbatim, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Like, we mismanaged that. If that's true, I respect that.
That's cool.
But at the same time, that's a big move for him. So,
but what was the mistake? Which one?
Whatever control measures they had in place for COVID. I don't know exactly the context. The context doesn't really matter.
Wait, they didn't do what we did here. They've
been more or less open and doing their own thing.
They don't have like what do we have here?
There's no curfew ever.
Oh, curfew's fine. Don't even bring that up. No curfew ever. I'm
just going through the list. No curfew ever. Yeah. There's no vaccine passport. I think gatherings are allowed again. Because even here, technically, they're not.
But everyone's doing gatherings.
I know.
So that's why I'm asking, what's the difference between us and them?
Nothing.
So what did he do wrong?
It's a good question, honestly. It is. I don't know. I'd have to look
This is fucking
But I don't know if he means now or if he means throughout the entire length of the pandemic. But at the same time, how could something you did 2.5 years ago affect you now suddenly? It's not a mistake you made from 2.5 years ago. It's whatever's happening now.
Yeah.
I like your theory that the Fed sent in the virus, sent its comrades in.
No, I didn't think it was that. I mean, I thought mostly it was misreporting, but it could be that too. That would be fucking crazy. I doubt the conspiracy is that deep. But then again, you never know. I don't know. We just found out that you were disliking these videos. So who the fuck knows what to expect? This is crazy.
Subterfuge.
A fucking double agent.
I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore.
It's crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Double agent. You're drinking my
everything
fucking coffee.
I do for the good of the network.
That doesn't help the network. It doesn't do anything to the network. It doesn't help or not help. It's just weird. Yeah. It's weird behavior.
Yeah.
It's weird behavior. Let's be honest. It's weird behavior.
Like a like would have sufficed. It does the same thing a dislike does.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So why dislike?
Yeah.
I don't like you and you're on the show.
It's weird behavior.
Yeah, but that
I just thought I was just amused by it. Honestly, there's no deeper meaning here.
I'm gonna have to talk to Ray Donovan about this.
He's gonna fix me. He needs me now. He wants videos. He's gonna have to wait.
Just talking to him now. Someone else didn't do what he was supposed to do, so I sent him on the case. Yo, you dickhead.
Yes.
What did you bring to the table today?
2 coffees, which he drank.
That's accurate.
And producing.
Also, you're trying to justify your existence after drinking my coffee? Is that what you're trying to do? I don't like your style. You didn't bring any news?
Did you see this Freudian slip in the chat?
It was a penis.
No, George. He's like, when you come back from traveling, the testing goes to the Privyet labs. It's very Soviet.
Privyet labs, there, George.
Privyet.
When you come back, when you come back, when you land, you have to test.
Canada requires that you get tested upon entry. Yeah.
Oh, really? They do it right there?
I think.
Is it rapid test?
I think you have to do it as you're departing. Like you need a 148 hours. I don't know what the current
No,
rules are.
you do it yourself 48 hours before you depart, and you bring it with you, the results.
And then when you
but
come
when
back
you
from
land,
traveling, that testing. George, tell us because he just did it. He was. In
do they
Greece.
do rapid testing or do they do the nose swab thing inside?
There's two. So the rapid test. They also do a rapid version from the nose where they.
But
just
it
do the
doesn't go
tip.
deep.
Yeah. Both of those things were great.
Just a tip.
Thank you. Just hit that one on the head over again. Now he disliked the video. Yeah. What's the difference? Like, what do? They do rapid testing?
I don't know. George is gonna tell us. He's our correspondent. He's our man on the street.
Because I don't understand why we don't just always do rapid testing.
I remember hearing that, and I don't know if it's true, that it's not always as efficient. Like the rates, the number of times it can be wrong is higher than the other one, but who knows?
But they're both super wrong.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the another issue that people don't want to address.
Yeah.
What he answered. He says, when you come back now, if you're Canadian, you might get a random test. Oh, they do random ones.
Okay, so that's fucked up too, guys. This is a joke. This is a circus.
Yeah, what's the point of random testing?
This is a fucking circus. Because if this is life-threatening and we're all fucking worried and right?
That's what you get for disliking the video.
Poseidon, right? Wouldn't you fucking check everyone?
So like random testing at an airport, like random spot checks, I get.
Look, random, let me look at your bags. I don't like it, but I
Yeah.
get it. Randomly. We're going to check everyone.
So this is only for Canadians. If you're not Canadian, you get tested.
But if you are Canadian, you could still get fucking COVID and bring it in.
Apparently,
Your nationality does not change whether or not you can get COVID. This is fucking stupid.
It's all fugazi.
I don't understand. Why would you? I'm trying to think from a statistical point of view how that helps. But even that, it doesn't make any sense. Why'd you do random testing? Like they pull you and you're like, you there?
Yeah.
You look COVID-y. Where you been? Unless it's not random and they're pulling people who are coming from like hotspot zones. But that seems
You should just do it to everyone. Rapid test every single person. Aren't we trying to get to COVID zero?
Isn't it kind of crazy that there's a virus that's so dangerous that we have to test you to know that you have it? Like, because now they're saying it's not 14 days anymore, the incubation. Like yesterday, this is what I read. I don't remember where exactly, but the Delta variant incubates for a shorter period of time, and it presents as a tummy ache and maybe a sinus infection. I'm like, yo, that's a different thing. That's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
That's not a variant. That's a new virus. That's a cold. That's just a cold. Because I've had all those symptoms, and we've been tested twice since we've all had them.
Who brought it to Canada? Idris Elba's girlfriend at the time.
I think so, yeah.
Fuck.
It's Elbina.
It's Albina.
Elbina.
It's a little fucking. This is a circus, man.
It's so easy to fall into these like, what the fuck are we even doing conversations.
But this is why people panic because they've spun it in a way where they can make every headline scary and negative.
Yeah, I know, but you heard about the ball hockey kid, the Greek kid who passed away?
Why do people keep refer? Well, I guess I know why I'm the ball hockey guy.
Yeah.
Go on.
I mean, you're Greek, you play ball hockey.
Can I see him? Do you have his photo?
Yeah. I can find it. Who sent it to me?
Don't say stuff like that. The ball hockey kid. This is a child.
No, he was our age.
Oh, what? That is a
actually
kid. I'm a kid. I'm a child.
Hold on, I'll find it. I can't remember his first name right now. I think it was Stefano. Anyways, he died of COVID.
And he's our age.
Yeah.
He played ball hockey with me.
I don't know. He was on the Greek national team for ball hockey. He was from Montreal, though. You know they
What's
have
his last name?
Govas.
I think he played defense, no?
I don't know. But his brother in an interview said that basically he wasn't feeling well and he went and he was in the fucking ER for 7 hours before they saw him. Like, it's fucked, this guy.
Oh, fuck. I
You
know
know
that
him?
guy, yeah.
Yeah, he passed away.
And apparently the Delta variant now is old news. Now it's the Mu variant.
Yeah, he told me that. But hold on. Wait. What exactly happened? I understand this guy was pretty healthy.
He had COVID. He had COVID. He was having a hard time breathing.
And they just ignored him?
Yeah.
Did he tell them that he couldn't breathe?
I don't know if they just ignored him. Oh, no, sorry. I said yeah, but I don't know. I was just saying this. I was reading. I don't know if they ignored him or if he was just like the hospital emergency room was busy. He went to Cité de la Santé in Laval. Not exactly a great place. Stefano, that's his name.
I've never been there.
I looked up. I was curious. I looked into him, like terrible reviews of like weights and stuff.
Oh, really?
But who knows?
What is that, private clinic?
No. It's Cité de la Santé. It's a hospital.
I don't know. I'm not a Laval guy. I don't fucking know.
But yeah, passed away.
Oh,
Really
that's
sad.
terrible. That's fucking
37
terrible.
years old.
Yeah, he's older than me.
He had his lungs suddenly filled with fluid and his heart stopped.
So that's pneumonia.
Yeah.
So that's a long wait
he
because
was
pneumonia
unvaccinated.
doesn't happen instantly, no?
I don't know. I mean, I heard about that other guy, our old classmate who passed away the other day, and what he had, and I won't get into it now, but like that doesn't kill you instantly. So I was so confused by that. It was so shocking.
Maybe it was just a comorbidity.
He didn't have COVID at all.
Oh, that's not, okay. So it has nothing to do with COVID.
No, I'm just saying like the idea that something can be, no, because you said pneumonia takes a while. Pneumonia's scary because it can start off as nothing. You don't even know you have
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Pneumonia takes a while to kill you. So
not quick
if you don't 100% know, if you don't 100% know,
His brother said he wasn't vaccinated because he was waiting for his appointment and he couldn't get his first one because he got sick while he was waiting.
Yeah, you're not allowed to get it while you get sick.
No, he caught COVID. Like he was about to get it. So
Really?
maybe he was like hesitant and he had been waiting. I don't know.
But if he caught COVID, he was as protected as he would have been if he was double vaxxed. Actually, a bit more.
He caught COVID this time. The COVID
I
that
thought
killed him.
You told me he couldn't get vaccinated because he had got COVID before.
No, he had his first dose like recently and he couldn't go do it because he caught COVID in the meantime. So it's just a sad story. It's a really
That's
sad
fucked.
story.
Yeah, it's super sad, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
He looks familiar. I must have crossed paths with this guy. You know,
I
you
crossed
know him?
paths. Yeah, I've crossed paths with him.
That's why I said ball hockey because I figured
Yeah.
you play ball hockey.
Yeah.
The hockey of balls.
Ah, that's fucked up. Though.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. That's weird to think about.
Yeah, that's very yuck.
But yeah, that's what you gotta. I don't want to say that though, because then I'm gonna fuck over everyone who's working in hospitals. You don't have to. You do have to go when you feel weird. You know what I mean? Because our problem is a lot of people just wait too long.
Not me.
I have that issue too. A broken leg. I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'll nurse this back to health myself. But it's not always the right thing to do.
I was speaking with a friend of mine who knew the other guy who I said passed away, the old classmate of
But I
ours.
don't know that guy. You said he's.
You don't know him because we started off in the same grade, but we didn't end in the same grade.
So he was.
He came when Hood closed, so we were in different
Oh, so
grades.
he was
by
in
then.
it. Okay, that's why.
Yeah,
Okay, because
that's
it was. I was like, how do I
Yeah.
not remember it?
And I was talking to a friend who also knew him, and she goes, "It's crazy because, like I said, he had something that should have had symptoms for weeks. Like it's so sad."
Yeah.
She goes, "A lot of people don't go
Yeah, I
for
know.
symptoms," and she's a friend of mine. Like I've known her for years. You know her too. I won't say her name now, but she's super anxious. Also, I'm like, "Not us. That's not happening to us. What's that? Hospital."
Yeah, because it's not. Both are not good.
No, both
to
are not
go
good.
For,
I feel like I'm in a safe middle ground now. Like I'm in a good place.
Yeah, both are definitely not excellent to do. But sometimes wait too long. Because even the other guy that we talked about the other week, who fell into a coma and all that, apparently he was trying to nurse himself, and his lungs were fucked up, and he had asthma. But he was trying to nurse himself to health, and he fell into, like, there's some stuff you. Poseidon, what are you
He's
doing?
still in the coma.
You're not making it nice. Is that nice or is that crooked?
I don't know, but I think I'm looking at the table now, and there's these little post-its under every leg, but the legs are adjustable. You can just unscrew them, and then they get longer and shorter. So, like, he's doing this like old school waiter trick with a matchbook, trying to balance things.
Don't question Poseidon's methods.
Somebody fucked with the camera.
Who fucked with?
Who
Who would
fucked
fuck
with
with
the
the camera?
camera?
You're the only person that touches the camera.
I mean, I added that
There you
plate
go.
3
No,
weeks ago.
I mean after that. He's the only one that used it.
That's better.
He also got up before and slammed the table. Like, he caught him, he almost fell over. Maybe it was that.
Sounds like him, yeah.
What?
When you almost tripped when you got up to come here before your big
I didn't
stretch.
almost trip.
Yeah, you did. I literally said it. Go through the stream. I'm like, he almost fell over.
Oh yeah, that I
Thank-
almost fell over this way, and
See,
I
the
pushed
second
my.
I told him there
Thank
was
you,
video
Christine,
proof.
for that deep insight. If you get COVID, you're as protected. Unless you die. Yeah, same thing. If you get vaccinated, you're as protected unless you die.
Christine
So
with a captain.
thank you, Christine, with the very obvious yet somehow
Yeah, I can't figure
to
out
you
this
deep
fucking,
statement.
random testing. Like, what is the... I can't...
You're safe when driving unless you get in an accident. Yeah, thank you for that.
It is true, though.
Thank you. Yeah,
Not
that's
untrue.
Don't you have
accurate.
a higher percentage of dying while driving a car than COVID?
I don't know. I don't know the stats.
You mean while you have COVID?
No, like
By driving, yeah, there's a lot of accidents a day. Yeah, people do die a lot a day, which is fucking crazy because you'd think in the Western world we figured this shit out. We haven't. Even now, me on the way here, fucking a couple times we almost got into accidents. People are assholes. You know what's weird that people do on highways and on the expressway? Let's say they're really far behind you on the other lane. So the lane's clear next to you. So you turn your blinker on so you could turn, put my blinker on. I'm like, okay, I'm going to switch lane. And as soon as you turn your blinker on and start switching, they decide they're going to speed the fuck up
yeah, this is only a Quebec
and
thing.
try to hit you. It's the weirdest.
Yeah, this is a Quebec thing,
I
by
don't
the
think
way.
I've seen that many times.
A guy did it to me now. I followed him through Marché Central until I scared him, and then
Good.
and then I came here.
When I was driving in Toronto, they don't do this. When you turn on your turn signal, if you speed up, they give you space. unless you slow down.
I'm
then they
not
pass.
sure that I've ever.
Yeah, Christine, I know what you were talking about. That's why I said it.
And I experience it every.
What's with the Captain Obvious comments today? I don't know what's going on in the chat.
I'm going to put it in the gulag again?
No. It's not gulag behavior.
But me, you know when it happens all the time? Whenever I get off, you know that exit there, the fucked up exit with like 3 entrances and 3 exits?
Here.
Yeah, in Park X.
Oh, in Park. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you know which one I'm talking
Right
about.
after the circle.
Bro, I get so
Oh,
angry.
it's insane.
Bro,
They
something.
didn't build
talking
that
about?
properly.
The actual circle,
Yeah.
like that whole thing they built.
It's all fucked up.
It's so stupid.
People don't want to let you get into their lane.
Yeah.
So I always.
It's because it's so bad, the traffic. Everyone's like, nah, bro, I've been here. I'm not letting you.
Bro, you know what I do? I put my nose in. I don't give off.
Yeah, if they don't let, you have to become aggressive. That's different.
And sometimes
Yeah.
people honk, bro, and I give them the death stare, bro.
Yeah.
And they go, okay, never mind.
Honestly, growing up in Montreal, if you drive here, you need to be aggressive. If you
Yeah.
can't be aggressive, don't drive here. You're endangering yourself and others.
Yeah, that's what my out of town friends say when they come here and they drive with us, me or him. They always freak out, like, "What's wrong with you guys?"
He's. I don't like how he drives.
But he's also the difference between me
He's
and
reckless.
him is that he's reckless. I'm not reckless. He's very reckless. Yeah, you're
What's the
reckless.
word? What's the word?
I've been in the car with you one time.
No, you're reckless. We know you're reckless.
And it was
No,
one time
but,
too many. One time.
responsibly reckless.
No,
That's not true.
absolutely.
That
You're
doesn't- that
those
doesn't
are
go
not-
together.
Those 2 words are.
That's an oxymoron.
Yeah. Like
Coming
you.
from a moron.
It's an oxymoron.
Yeah. No. It's he's very reckless. He's not safe. Yeah.
He, in a space of like 120 meters between 2 stop signs, he went from 0 to 90.
Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah.
Why? Bro, I'm fucking up these tires. That's why I just want
Yeah,
to
and then
blow
yeah,
them out.
and then the best is, bro, fuck. I gotta pay money now, change the brakes, the tires. Like, I wonder
your
how they got
brakes
fucked
must
up.
be fucked.
Bro, the car's old, bro. That's why they're fucked up. It's not because of the way he
If you
drives.
were my Uber driver, I'd get out while the car was moving. Concentration
Oh,
camp
he-
style, just dive.
No, here's the thing. When I was an Uber driver, I would drive very responsibly.
When I complained to him about his driving, he goes, I'm doing it on purpose to scare you. I'm like, no, you're not.
No,
This
you're
is
not.
how you drive.
That's how he drives.
Yeah.
But his excuses are amazing
I was
because in
nauseous
his
by the
head
end.
he thinks they work and it doesn't work on anyone.
But I have very Greek style driving.
No, you don't.
No,
No, you
you
don't.
don't.
No, you don't.
Greek
That's
style
the difference.
driving is speed limit, so you don't attract attention, and the car never stops moving.
Yeah.
You're never going fast, but you're not stopping, so it balances
Yeah,
out.
Greeks don't. They're not patient.
It's Tarifa style.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's smooth.
Swerving McSwerverson. It's like
It's-
it's like an obstacle course.
Yeah. It's village Albanian that was given his first car and is trying to escape
Yeah,
the law.
Basinas.
Yeah.
Fame vroom vroom.
Yeah.
It is my first.
I mean,
car.
vroom vroom file.
Is it your first car?
Yeah, it is.
my
If you don't,
sixth car.
if you don't drive it like you steal it, are you really driving it?
Yes, you absolutely.
Πάμε τώρα φίλε μπίστα Max. Σε φέρνω εγώ αεροδρόμιο.
Beep beep vroom vroom. Beep beep vroom vroom. He loves that Albanian.
Πού είσαι μάγκα. Έλα.
Who's your maga?
Σε φέρνω εγώ. Αδελφέ, έλα εδώ. Σε φέρνω εγώ. Πάμε μαζί.
You love that accent, eh?
It's one of the funnest accents
It's
to do.
fun. Ego de bike. Ego de bike.
Εγώ δεν ξέρω πάει εκεί. Δεν ξέρω εγώ.
They just misconjugate stuff. It's
Πολύ
adorable.
τέτοιο. Εκεί τέτοιοι δεν μ' αρέσει.
But,
Tirana, downtown Tirana.
I think also because the environment in the city just pisses me off, so it causes me to drive a little more reckless.
Well, you've been driving reckless even before we were fully orange, like we are now. You've
Orange?
never been like cones everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
He's never been a safe driver. He's always, and every time he tells us stories about high school, his first car and all that. This is not his first car. He's had a car before.
Like
I don't know why he
officially
lies. It's an instinct.
Okay.
But he's always been reckless. It's just the way he drives. He thinks it's a video game.
No, but the first car that was my father that gave it to me.
Who's your
I'm
first
talking
car?
about like my first car that I bought on my own.
Who gives a shit? You drive the same with both cars. You drive the same with rented cars. You drive. This is just how you drive.
Badly.
Reckless.
Very
Yeah,
badly.
it's very bad. You are one of the bad drivers. That's true.
Is Christine hitting on Poseidon? What's happening here?
I
All
might-
the fucking...
I might have some Greek in me. I never stop. Poseidon, she's asking for you to put some Greek in her.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
I've never seen him turn it down.
Well, he's a
He's
married
spoken
man.
for now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
He's
Okay, so
gotta-
don't take it
He
personally.
has to.
To be
he has to
honest-
contain himself. He can't just be sliding.
Giving out
Greek
his
in.
Poseidon kebab.
can't
everywhere.
just make
I
everyone-
can't just be
Eh?
spreading,
Kebab for you,
I can't just
kebab
be
for
spreading
you.
tzatziki all over the place now, bro.
No, the tzatziki ruined it. The kebab, we could have stopped the
Yeah,
kebab.
we could stop with kebab. Yeah.
I love that Greeks call, there's souvlaki, but then there's kebab in Greece. One is
Two different
souvlaki
things.
and one is kebab.
It's two
For
different
some
things,
reason.
no?
They're
As
very
far as I
similar.
know.
Kebab is just meat on a stick. Oh, she's heartbroken. She's like, no, it's okay. You know, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
She's on her knees looking up.
And there's multiple.
It's raining.
Multiple whales in the pond. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Multiple whales in the pond?
Yeah.
If more than one whale could fit in a pond, we have a problem.
Yeah, that's stupid, bro. Whales don't fit in a pond.
Thank you.
One
Thank you,
can.
National Geographic Poseidon.
Yeah. Whales don't fit in a pond, bro. They come into my bedroom. Where they're treated nice.
My optioning? Why? What are you trying to say, Gigi? Speak words that I understand.
My opinion.
My optioning. Oh, my opinion. Okay, yeah. Okay, at the beginning of the summer, you need a PCR test done 72 hours before arrival.
Yeah.
And the destination are coming now. And the test when you come back. I'm guessing they were doing. I love that I'm reading this as if George is an expert, and I'm like, this is gonna be it. Now they're doing that to see if anyone is getting COVID. George, these are long answers. I've lost interest. What's happening, bro? Be precise. After 3 months of doing this was a problem probably really low, so they're just doing it randomly. He's guessing. All right.
People weren't coming back with COVID a lot, is what he's saying.
Yeah, so they're like, whatever, we don't need to do this, which is also equally suspicious considering it's a global pandemic.
Yeah, wouldn't you
I know
batten
people
down
have
the
been
hatches
fucking
and-
traveling and fucking bitches all over the world right now, and they're fine.
Who?
I'm not telling you who, but I've been seeing people that I know. I follow them.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said in the beginning.
Oh,
I
they've
thought
just
you
been
said a name.
traveling since day one. They're like, oh yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I know many people like that. That's why this is a scary.
My buddy Manny's still going to Florida. Like he's still going down there. Florida's a hot
Oh, he's
spot,
going down.
and Manny is like the king of comorbidities. He is a comorbidity for COVID. He's just been doing his thing.
That's
I mean,
why
he's
he has like diabetes and shit.
got the diabetes. He's a big boy. Actually, I haven't seen him in person since before COVID. But the other day I drove by because he lives in Park X and I saw him. And I gotta say this, I called him the comorbidity king just now, but man is he's down like fucking 30, 40 pounds.
Good.
He used COVID to get in shape.
I use COVID to get in shape too. Lost some weight just so that I don't die from COVID.
I put on weight during COVID.
Really?
A little bit, not much, but like give or take 5 pounds. Like whatever.
Yeah,
It's
something like
nothing.
All right,
not
Poseidon,
concerned.
play us out. This is up to you now. Let's see. Actually, you know what? No, I don't trust you. Phil, play us out.
Oh, okay.
How? Oh, I thought you meant the music. Like
No.
music. Well, that has been the morning show, and I do apologize for that second act. That second act was weak.
And that fucking dislike. He apologizes for the fucking dislikes he's been giving these
apologize
goddamn
for
videos.
nothing.
This is absurd. This is crazy. This is mental patient behavior. I come in here, one asshole's drinking my coffee. This guy's giving us dislikes. I'm leaving. They're trying to turn this ship into a boat with holes in it. I do not accept this. I'm going to get a brand new staff for you guys on Monday. Don't you worry. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Support the nation.
Why
The
didn't
more
you let
you
me
guys
play us out?
subscribe, the more of you guys subscribe, the more I can afford a better staff that will not turn on me as soon as I walk out of the fucking
didn't
door
turn on you.
and get me goddamn coffee.
It is no one's fault
Phil
but your own.
Balabanos can also make commercials, and then when you put them up, he'll fucking dislike them. Balabanos.com. Links are in the description. Check that out. He'll make a commercial for you. Make your business that's average look above average and even better. It's gonna look official. Phil is not the only one here. I guess we had George earlier. I didn't see him, but you can catch his
He was
podcast.
flustered.
He was flustered. Just Us Dads and the Backstage podcast. Links are in the description. Support him. He's a very, very nice guy. He's just very, very busy. Don't worry about that. Poseidon is DeepPoseidon69 on Twitter and on Instagram. He is also on Twitch, twitch.tv/DeepPoseidon69. Watch him, rate him, and I
Rate
don't
those
know.
tits.
Rate his tits. Every
Yeah.
time you see him online, give him a rating from 1 to 7.
Little whale ponds of his.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Go fuck yourselves.
That was uncalled for.